do believe they've had a celebratory pint
They
in the
have.
team.
They have had. I suspect they've had one each, actually.
Yep.
And good on them for it.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, they've earned it. They've played really well. Very good this morning. Clean sweep this morning to win the test. Oh, nice shot there.
So,
Although
he had, but unfortunately, no, he's blocked.
Completely disastrous shot, actually,
exactly,
yeah.
completely blocked yellow in the corner. Yellow's only option is to hit red on the blue.
Nope, and Andrews will just be rolling out.
Andrews is going
keeping out of the way there.
nowhere near that, is he? That's right.
He's going to have to move that ball in a wee way, sort of in the corner, and maybe just moving the chair out of the way will work.
Yeah. Got to get rid of the chair.
Got rid of the scorer,
so
got rid of the chair.
Shout out to volunteer scoreboard keepers. They've done a grand job. Lots of volunteer hours, as we were saying this morning, all members of the hosting Roehampton Club. So jolly well done, all of you, if you happen to listen back to this.
Yep, and that's all he had really.
That's all he had.
Hope to get red onto yellow.
Yeah.
Onto blue.
They look really close, and he did quite well to.
Well, bit unlucky really.
But unlucky. You'd have thought he was going to move blue there as well, wouldn't you?
So now he's in a dreadful position for hoop 3 as well. Red's offside, yellow's on the south boundary just about.
It basically couldn't be worse, could it, for England with his positioning.
Spain 2-0.
2-0 to Spain. England approaches from unfavourable positions.
And you'll notice here players do the conventional thing, at least conventional in the UK, and I assume in Spain, of just going, I know my ball's offside, I know it's going to the boundary, I'm not going to muck around waiting to be instructed where to move it to.
No.
So he walks over to his ball, he just checks with his opponent, because you probably should just go, over there, is it?
Yes.
And they just get on with things.
So then Jenny's referring to the rules there. So the rule is that the opposition, when you're over halfway, and for not one of the legitimate reasons to be over halfway, your opponent is entitled to send you to the penalty area before they play their next stroke.
Before you play your next stroke, in fact.
Yes, indeed. So don't have to move you, but the general convention is that even though the opponent is entitled to send you to a point to the penalty area, the convention is that you own up, you know you're over halfway, and you say, where would you like me?
Yes.
And that saves any kind of we don't want any shenanigans of people trying to hide. I did have a player at my club who used to stand in front of his offside ball so you couldn't see it, and then go, ha-ha, I was offside and I got away with it. That's not right, fellas.
Well, some people call it gamesmanship, and I think the other word for gamesmanship is probably cheating, really, isn't it?
Yes, it's a fine line, and I don't...
I quite like being called on as a referee in instances like that.
Yes, yeah, and you can...
So anyway, what we've got there.
Anyway, there we go.
From
2-0 Spain,
miles
moving
away.
on back at the game.
Yeah, Jamie's got quite a good position here. He will be hammering red away with the shot because yellow's in a much straighter, nicer position. Lost Jamie's shot well the last couple of days. I didn't see him on day one.
No, he has well. He's hit smoothly as well, where I think the only criticism I'd have of some of the England players in front of hoops was the rather more aggressive smash at the hoop than was required, particularly on the even-numbered hoops where there's nothing really to be gained.
Yeah, I think that's the difference to the AC and GC backgrounds, really.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah.
I mean, I know you do want to run the hoop to, by quite some distance, but these hoops are set fairly firmly in the ground. Not so much this afternoon because they have been battered. They've been here for 3 days.
Yep.
They've been hit hard. They are back a bit below the level of the ground. Had a really good incident yesterday where someone called the referee, and we were wondering why the ref came back, and they called Francis and said, we want the hoop raised up to play a jump shot.
Right.
And Francis's response was, well, I'd seen it was a bit low and I'd measured it, and I know it's within tolerance.
There we are. So prepared. So our match referee Francis Coleman being referenced there. So.
Good to see the level of preparation and thought about what could happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're talking about the number of hours. There's been a huge number of volunteer hours getting this together. It's really impressive.
So let's see if Jamie lives up to the billing of the smooth hoop shot that I gave him a moment ago.
Yep.
And that was off, wasn't it? That was
Smooth shot.
smooth shot, but inaccurately hit the near wire. So big chance for Andres to take an unexpected, I think, at this point. 3-0 lead.
Yeah.
His shooting was a little suspect yesterday, I felt, when that match we saw over on court 4, where I had the pleasure of watching that entire match. And there you go.
Andres v JP, was it?
Andres versus JP. The shooting was a bit off. We were joined by a few of the England players, a few of the Spain players from time to time, and a fox.
The fox was awesome.
The fox was awesome. Apparently, you don't have foxes in New Zealand.
Nope, we have a small bat as our native mammal. So we've got no little four-legged native mammals. Well, I guess the bat's probably got 4 legs somewhere.
Yeah.
We have no foxes, we have no squirrels. It's quite a treat to come here and obviously playing golf, seeing foxes running around and squirrels.
Right, yeah. So this one was a bit of a mangy fox, I have to say, but nevertheless an urban fox. Quite at home, I imagine, somewhere in a den on the adjoining golf course. It's part of the lovely club here at Roehampton. And he came by, didn't bat an eyelid to the presence of human beings, and took very little interest in the croquet, I have to say.
It was quite fun watching you walking up to photograph him, because you had to get closer and closer to get his attention. To
That's
get him
right.
to come.
I got as far as clicking my fingers to get him to look at me. You know, it was like studio pet photography that I did once. That was a job you don't want to have, folks. Don't work with animals and children.
Oh, he's played across it. He's left it open for yellow, but we'll see what the hoop running's like. You've done children photography as well.
Yeah, I had a sports photography business for years, photographing rugby mainly.
Okay.
And I was the England age group photographer for nearly 20 years. Went all over Europe with the England rugby side, which is good fun. So all the current international, in fact, some of the boys I'd photographed have now retired. So it was that long ago. So started around the Johnny Wilkinson time.
I knew it was time to get out of my job when all the students were married and had started having children. I had enough of that.
Anyway.
So what have we got here? I think we're going to see him, Andres clearing red. It'll give yellow a shot at the hoop. No, he's going to get rid of yellow.
He's going to get rid of yellow. Okay, so can he put yellow?
There's a spot.
There's a spot where he puts yellow, where it comes back on and is...
Yeah, and red's in the way of hitting blue.
Red's in the way of hitting blue, and he's found the spot, has he? It's close, I would think.
I think so. He didn't go scurrying over to put it on, but...
He's having a look to see what he's given Jamie.
Looks like Jamie's got something.
Looks like Jamie can see it, doesn't it? Yeah.
That was what Robbie Fletcher did so well when he won the British Open.
Mm-hmm.
From distance, long rushes to wide spots. It was fantastic to see. Got a bit of red in the way then, didn't he?
He did get a bit of red in the way, so Jamie's cleared his own ball.
So once again, we're going to have Jamie essentially on a penalty spot and on the...
So opportunity here for Anders. What's he going to do? He's going to run this sweetly down, or is he going to put it in the jaws? What do you think?
I think run it firmly down, because Jamie's in such poor position.
Yeah.
He's clubbed it. It's a really good hoop shot.
Got it too well. That's come right down, right in front of us off the south boundary. But happy days if you're Spanish. 3-0.
Yeah, you'll take 3-0.
Yeah.
And that's not a very good shot. Jamie's not very happy with that.
So
I mean, there's a bit to be said for staying back from the hoop a bit with blue there in case we don't get the wiring, but it's too far. Is that lunch and a pint?
Yeah.
Slightly slower start.
Edge has gone off. Edge has gone off, everyone. So let's have early doors in all the other games, so we'll hold off a minute before we give you the scores to those. We've got scoreboard operators now on 6 scoreboards, so
all the games are within 1 point.
Yes, yeah, that's all we need to say, isn't it? So, except this one.
Yes. So we'll just be a bit quieter with Andrews playing from where we are.
Looks a bit close to the wire. No, he's going to be happy with that.
A little bit tight on that one.
Yep.
That's a free go.
So our commentary position is pretty much the same as your view at home. And that's a good shot. Well played, Jamie. That's going to be a bit of a confidence booster for him. So 3-1 to Spain.
Yeah, and we're at this turning point where there's a very short clearance available, so it's very easy to turn things around and break the pattern of.
When the game in the 3 games we saw this morning, we had a switch around at this heap, so a 3-1 lead very quickly became 3-all, and then it was overhauled. So yeah,
it's a good psychology to the game for newer players. They think, I'm 3-0 up, and then they suddenly can start panicking when the opponent comes back. But that's the reality. It's very easy to have 62-point swings. That's a very nice shot.
Lovely, isn't it? So once again, if you were listening this morning, we were extolling the virtues of the centre ball hit and the control of the snooker terms, the cue ball, which is your own ball. All very well sending your opponent a long way away, but you really must stay in close contention with your own ball, otherwise you've got to do it all again. And if you're getting starbursting and getting further and further away, there's only going to be one winner, and it's not going to be you.
Yeah, and that's a superb shot. Managed to get the wire between those two. But yeah, I mean, you haven't seen a lot of examples of that well here, because just even hitting centre ball, the lawn's so fast that it keeps going.
It still goes on anyway.
Because that blue would have been 4 yards closer.
Mind your face here in case the ball jumps up. There we are.
Thank you very much.
Nicholas shooting directly towards our commentary position in the double bank game. Francis Common putting the ball back on for him.
Oh goodness, and getting rid of the glass jar.
Yes, yes, that's right. The glass jar full of ball markers was very vulnerable there.
So Jamie's just had a shot at black because he can't see it with red and come drifting by. So unfortunately we didn't. Well, I didn't look up in time to see the shot at hoop 3 with the double bank game, but Nicholas played a lovely jump shot, jumping over 3 other balls to score the hoop.
Oh right, didn't see that. Didn't see that live.
I looked up at the last second to see that. So yeah, it's a really nice, strong Spanish team.
It is. Yeah. So Andres with an angled hoop at hoop 5 and gets a rejection off the far wire. Nothing wrong with his line there, or just slightly off, wasn't it? Obviously would have gone through, but
it looks awkward though, because that black's not running.
Black looks like it's on the wire. Jamie's going to have a look at it and see what he thinks. Meanwhile, Stu Smith gets a nice smooth stroke through hoop 4 in the double bank game, so England are 2-2.
Yeah, it's interesting to see. It's an interesting tactical decision that we've got over at hoop 5. Sorry.
The yellow's coming in from corner 4 and going behind, so that's going to prevent black just dribbling into the jaws. Or if
never ever been a fan of this. What he wants to do with blue is put a bit more roll on it and see if he can get blue to just follow through a wee bit far.
Just a bit too far.
So just want to blue so that yellow couldn't clear it, and then what happens is black will just come back a wee bit from the hoop. So going to the other side of the hoop isn't usually very strong.
No. You know, it's super defensive, and when you're not winning the hoop that way, are you?
And especially given black doesn't have to go on the jaws, it can just pop back an inch.
Yes.
Black and red's gone way too deep here. I fancy red just taking a really nice jumping position. Black plays back a couple of inches so yellow can't clear it. Yellow clears blue.
Yellow can see blue, can it, from your seating?
Yeah, yellow can see all
I
of
can't
blue.
see that. Okay. Yeah, so once again, black hasn't tried to go into the jaws. Bit suicide if he did. So he's come back.
And now there's a couple of things wrong with red. Blue's going to be all over it if it gets cleared. And that's a bit unfortunate. Andrus has, not sure if he's spotted the spot to go to or not. Just let him play the shot rather than shouting tactical options at him. Yeah, there we go. So playing yellow there, I think I'd have played it to the other side, because unfortunately it means that now blue's got a spot to send red to, where red is absolutely doomed.
Red can't see. Yeah, so what's he...
No, he hasn't gone for it.
Okay, he's not going for it, so he's going to clear the yellow, and he's going to give red the jump.
Yeah, I just think this is weak.
Yeah, that's...
Good red.
So he's giving red a jump he needn't have done.
And yeah, there's a second prize available that red may clear black if it doesn't get off the ground well enough.
Yeah, because black's back from the hoop now, so the peeling is less likely, isn't it?
Yeah.
So.
I was not a fan of this, because there's a nice spot you could rush to where yellow was in the way of red hitting black. Yep, and that second prize I mentioned.
Yep. So shot that a bit quick for me. So he was he pitched before.
Yep.
And then the ball pitched before, and then got the second prize of clearing black.
So he's clipped black. He's still in poor condition, but he's still in with a chance for the hoop. And I just think if red was on the boundary, there's all sorts of things that could happen. Yellow could be in the way, so we've got nothing. Or in trying to clear from the boundary, he's much more likely to accidentally put black through.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm not leaving a good player 4-yard jump. Now this could be good. He's got blue to hide from yellow behind, and he's got the hoop. He's either admiring his work or seeing where he should have been.
Yeah. So whilst Jamie is considering his options, so we can bring you up. You can see on the screen. Oh, we've got both games on the scoreboard on the screen, I see. So needn't tell you how the double banking game is going on here, because you can see that at home for yourselves. On the other courts,
Everything's fairly close, I think.
everything's fairly close. We've got 3-2 and
2-1.
and 2-1 on court 1, and that is JP Mobley against Jose Riva is 3-2 to Riva, and unfortunately the lady with the scoreboard is sitting in front of it.
2-1 to England.
I think it's 2-1 to England in the Aston Wade versus Patricio Garay.
So that looks to me like he left black sticking out.
Yeah, Jamie looks confident in hitting something here, doesn't he? So
Yeah, he's played blue across to block it, but I think he's left a gap between blue and the hoop.
okay, so can Jamie thread the needle to hit the black? Not quite. So should be a tap in for black now.
And a bit of a wry smile as he rushes yellow directly south of the hoop. So he's got a partner in a slightly more awkward position.
So this should be 4-1 to Spain, and see how far black gets down the court, and that's pretty good. But he took
He's overhit that.
no wire at all again. It's just like happened this morning. Somebody played a similar stroke, and no wire at all, and shoots right off the far boundary.
He has genuinely overhit that though, because he was in such a nice position. You're not going to hit it as hard as that.
No. And over on court 3, in the
Ewan on primaries.
primary game. We've got Ewan Burridge against Manuel Alvarez Sala, and they are 4-4. And Spain are leading the game between the number 6 players, and that's Juan Odija against Toby Savage of England. Spain lead 2-0.
Oh, we had a lesson in pronunciation the other day. It's Juan Ojeda.
Ojeda.
Or rather close to that, not quite that good at that.
Okay. Ojeda.
Got our first bit of marking balls.
Okay.
Gives you a bit of hope here. He's got a double to shoot at. Oh, goodness, he nearly got it too.
He nearly got the hoop. Yeah.
Jamie's sounding like he's just dodged a bullet there.
Yeah. Getting a wry smile from Jamie off camera there. So you can just see our commentary position. We could wave to you if that's going to work.
Oh, there we are.
There we are. We can wave. There we are. Camera at the far end.
Four old double bankers are just sitting, waiting, making a point, waiting. But such fabulous facilities to play at, and also given that the test match is decided in England's favour, no one's going to want to play an additional round. They don't want to sit around waiting for the first round of matches to be played and then play the single bank.
The double banking is nobody likes double banking unless they have to, but it's a necessity. Some of the big clubs, I know they've got an awful lot of members here. There's over 200 members here. We've got on 4 courts.
Yeah. We've
got over 260 at my club, squeezing onto
2 courts.
2 courts, and so we have, to most people's satisfaction, we've got a bit of rationing goes on with how often you can play, but every other day seems to be sufficient for most people.
But you also, when we talked about the volunteers who have given up their time to score and to help, also, we should just acknowledge the people who have given up their courts.
Indeed, yes.
Courts weekend,
right.
They haven't been able to play.
Yeah.
But if you're missing your croquet, the next 3 or 4 days in London are going to be hot.
They are. So
28, 29?
I think it's 28, 29. I don't know if that's going to just be quiet a moment while Stu Smith plays from the double banking game right in front of our position.
Good shot, Stu.
Gets a good contact on his target ball there. So
right,
Stu Smith and Nicholas Denzio 2-2 in the double banking game. If when you get the wide shot, you can see them playing as well on the secondary balls. But Andres for Spain looking really strong here.
Yeah,
and,
Jamie's uncharacteristically missed a couple of shots.
Yeah, I'm also 5-2 to Spain in the featured game.
That's recoverable. So
I'd still rather be on the positive end of that.
Being on the 5 is quite good. Yeah,
being on the 5 end.
I've had some people say to me they actually like being down because they know what they need to do.
Right. They are mad people.
They need to have another good look at their psychology and go, I am leading. I am going to play positively. I'm not going to do anything stupid that'll guarantee me losing a couple of points. And I'm winning.
Yeah.
So these chaps have played, 4 or 5 games a day here, and some of them said they were a bit tired because Test match croquet is quite tense. You have to really concentrate on these lawns. We have a bit of a treat coming up next week, Chris, which you have walked into. Well, the British Open has now got 20 pairs in the doubles.
It does.
To be played over 2 days. So chances are, we don't know the format yet, it hasn't been released, but odds are the format will be 2 blocks of 10 playing exactly 9 games on the first day in 28 degrees heat.
Oh, good. There we go. We'll sort that out. So, so 9 games sounds a lot, and it
9 games sounds a big lot.
It is, but it's only what we do in the standard British tournaments of a weekend. We generally play block games in the first phase, and you're looking at probably 7 games, generally speaking, in those.
7 games I'm good with.
We'll just hold off whilst 2 players are stroke in front of us.
9 games is a lot of games.
Or the championship series and some of the open series, which is like a second tier, do play a best of 3s throughout. So you're playing in blocks of 4, and you've got 3 matches.
And
so you've got a potential 9 to play on the first day,
and
a potential 9 on the first day, and then a 3-round knockout on the second day. So again, another potential. So you've got a potential 18 games. So you've got to be on it, and it's not so much the physical. Well, for some, obviously there's a physical element, but it's the mental capacity. And what we've found is that players coming across from AC are generally sort of saying, I hadn't expected to have to concentrate and make that many decisions over such a long period, because a lot of AC, I mean,
there speaks the GC player.
Well, no, not at all. I like both games. I think I genuinely enjoy both games the same amount, and I don't favour one or the other. But some of especially at the top level, not me. I'm making it up as I'm going along in AC, but at the really top end of AC, there's a lot of formula players, isn't there? You've done it many times before. You're in control of all the balls, and it's a play that you've played many times before.
Yeah.
In GC, you're constantly having to make decisions based on what your opponent's just done.
Nah, go near the hoop, hit them away, go through a hoop. It's an AC version. But yeah. So back to this game with 5-3. Nicholas got the first approach to hoop 9, which is such a critical turnaround hoop. It's so important to get in front, and he played a really good shot. And having played such a good approach, especially at 5-3 down, Jamie felt it was warranted. I guess particularly given he missed a couple of shots at hoop 7, felt it was warranted to have a shot. And his first shot was excellent.
Yeah.
Cut black off the lawn.
Yeah. So that's going to be a bit short from Jamie with his red. So
followed up with a couple of
Andrews with a bit of a free shot here. Going for position instead.
Nice to see this. There's no need to thrash it.
No, there wasn't. No, you're quite right.
So yellow's got a choice of blue or black.
So as we were saying this morning, playing the scoreboard and there is, he's 5-3 up. Doesn't need to do anything. It's just Jamie's got to make the moves.
I like that he's clearing the ball that's just played, and the ball that was in front of the hoop. Blue wasn't very threatening.
No, chose the right one there.
What you're doing here is red.
I'm looking at red clearing blue and coming off directly in front of me, and you definitely want to get off the court here with red.
You have to get off the court.
You have to get off the court with red. Come on, red ball. The red ball's gone off the court. The reason that's important is if you don't get off the court, then your opponent sticks you in the corner. You're safe if you're off the court.
Yep. Yeah, we did actually see where someone inadvertently hit a ball that had just been replaced on the court. So it's as if that was a phantom ball.
Yes. It's not there. It's not really there, folks, until its turn comes round.
Yes.
We had one over on the court 4, where JP was trying to snuggle up to it, and I jumped in a bit quickly as the referee over there and said, "Let's mark that ball."
Oh dear! You made yourself a referee in charge.
Yeah, I did.
Shocking.
I did. And just to be on the safe side.
Yeah. I mean, you don't
want to hit the ball that isn't supposed to be there.
Yes. So Jamie playing back in with yellow, hoping to get good position, and then red's got a lot of control over black. If yellow's a good ball.
Pretty good, isn't it? You're not going to like red, yellow.
He didn't
That's
block
good from all
himself.
the way over there.
It's nice to see them changing up the tactics a bit here.
Yes.
Plays a lovely block in on yellow. Saying to red, well, you can clear black, but we'll both be a long way away.
Mm-hmm. So again, we'll just have to be quiet while Jamie plays the stroke. Right in front of our position.
That's a really nice shot,
That's
Jamie.
a really nice shot. Those are the worrying ones, aren't they? It's got peeling written all over it.
I can peel in every time.
Yeah, and he got a good contact on that, which meant his own ball didn't go too far, but nicely in control, so he didn't peel it through.
You can see how good that blue is, can't you?
Yeah. So Andrew's coming just back into position. Won't want to go anywhere near the blue. Has he got the wrong side?
He's gone the wrong side.
Gone to the wrong side of the hoop, surely. Is that
Give him a
right?
lot of marks for that though, because all you're thinking is don't hit blue, don't hit blue, and
yeah.
by the way, don't hit yellow either.
Yes.
So I think he's played it quite well.
Yeah. So Jamie looking for the jump over blue here. And as casual as you like, he obviously does those all day long, doesn't he?
Yep.
There was no hint that he was going to miss that. That was really confident. So, yeah, look at the replay. You can watch that all day long. There we go. Didn't need to hit it too hard. It's all about the angle.
The short ones are just bread and butter for AC players because we've played them a lot with rover peels. But once you start getting a bit longer, it's a little bit more work.
Yes.
But no, he just looked really comfy with
He
that.
did, didn't he? Yes. Just that was easy as a hoop shot along the ground, wasn't it? So no worries at all.
Oh, that could be handy. Oh, it's a lovely shot. So he's managed to block yellow's shot on blue. So red will be leaving.
What's yellow?
Jamie's blocked himself at the hoop.
Yeah, Jamie's blocked himself at the hoop. He can see half of blue.
It's not really worth shooting at.
Does he? I think he's got to hit something, hasn't he?
You've got to decide: can blue run the hoop? And if you decide,
I'm looking at the monitor. Blue's running that hoop, surely.
blue's running that hoop,
Yeah,
so you've got to go for
it's
the
just a
half
better
ball then.
position than we've got at our desk here. So the monitor's showing blue running that all day long.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I thought it was a bit
So
more.
I think he's got to hit something. I mean, there's.
I didn't think he could see the hoop. I thought red was blocking him.
It is. I think it's just a. Surely he's aiming for the edge of black. I think to black onto blue maybe.
Oh, hard to see from his feet.
Oh no, I have no idea what that was.
I didn't think he could see the hoop, so
I didn't think he'd see the hoop, but he did look like he was aiming at red.
Yeah,
But surely,
I'd be hoping to get the sliver of blue.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
if
sliver
blue
of
can
blue, or if worst case scenario, he hit black and he's only got one go at the hoop, but
Hit black and cross your fingers. It maybe hits
Yeah,
blue as well
exactly.
or something. But
it did look like he was aiming at red.
He did.
I
Aiming for a rush peel, maybe.
God, good luck with that from that distance.
Yeah.
I tell you, I've got if I went for that and got that, I'd be straight down to bookies and putting a lot of money on lots of outsiders. That would be.
I'd be thinking you've had your bit of luck for the day.
Well,
Don't place a bet anywhere. But I know that's the thing is to go. I'm lucky today.
Wow.
So Jamie at
Yeah.
least got the fortune that he didn't rush red offside.
Yeah.
It's the only thing you can be thankful for here.
But he is 6-4 down though, so Andrew's in full command of this.
I think Andrews will clear this because you don't want to allow Jamie just to freely run this hoop down
No.
to the next one.
No.
So it's worth having a go with the closer ball.
That's
Hits that nicely, but look how far Black's gone again.
Still gone away, even though he got a good lump of the red. Black's still gone a long way. That's a poor yellow.
Got a bit of excitement up on lawn 3. Is that Ewan has got to game all. Sorry, has got to 6 all.
Okay, and we're 6-5 on the other on court 1. Let's have keep half an eye on Ewan's game on court 3. Ewan's playing Manuel Alvaro Sala, and that is the number 3 head-to-head game.
So you can just see that in the background of your view. So the other thing that you can see, if you have, I don't know if you can see clearly enough, is that Ewan got to 6-5. Manuel's run hoop 12 by absolutely nothing and can't get anywhere near hoop 13.
Got it.
So
Yep.
Ewan's in really a fairly strong position here. Most of the double banked games are completely stalled. Goodness, that's a bit of an upset going on.
This is Ewan for the match over there, or for the game over there, I should say. Hits the far wire and gets a big rejection, but doesn't go very far.
So yellow will take this hoop on because this is yellow's only chance, really. They're in
It's two balls onto one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Toby's in a bit of trouble on his lawn. He's 5-0 down at the moment.
okay. So we're mindful that you're watching one game and we're talking about another.
You can just see it in the background.
You
of your
can
screen,
just see
but
in the background the excitement of Manuel and Ewan's game. Well, Manuel's just having he's just having a hat change. Oh, I see. It's the same hat but backwards. So he's obviously parked up his skateboard.
Yep.
And he's got a shot to win over there.
And meanwhile, with our chaps, I think Andres has played a very, very good clearance. So Jamie's in a bit of trouble now. I don't think yellow's blocking black at the hoop. It's wide open.
And balls flying everywhere, but and he's nailed it without hardly touching the sides. So well played, Manuel. He goes 1-0 up against Ewan Burridge.
So the match may be over, but there's pride to play for, there's
certainly
rankings to play for, and there's this bit of history of having the biggest English victory.
Yes, indeed.
Now, I don't know if Jamie was wired, but he's rolled up, letting Andres have this free go at the hoop.
Yeah.
For the game, in fact.
It is. And he nails that one as
Yeah,
well.
very
So in very close succession, Spain take this match that we've been featuring.
This game,
This game rather. And also over on court 1.
Yep, over on court 1.
Court 1, that was Manuel against Ewan. So
taking the game in the number 3s.
Spain up in the number 3 game. Number 3 match.
So Toby's got a bit of a mountain to climb. He's 5-0 down against Juan Ojeda.
And that's the number 6 match.
And JP's having to fight for his supper as well. He is 6-5 up. But yeah, it's close on lawn 1. So we're still going on lawn 2. Nicholas Denizer. Sorry.
Our coverage has switched to the lawn 2 secondary ball game now between Stuart Smith and Nicholas Denziel.
So watch we lost the replay.
And that's
if you watch Nicholas's mallet as he swings through here, look at the head of the mallet.
Oh yes.
He just didn't feel he'd hit it cleanly enough, I think, so there's a bit of steering at the end, but hit it very nicely to run the hoop down to down to the peg. It was a good shot.
Green has blocked White's path to the hoop. But he probably wasn't taken on anyway. That's another good
Oh dear.
thing. That's an interesting one. So
Nice.
that looks like it's snuggled right up close behind green.
Well, you
There's
couldn't-
a little bit of a gap, but I wouldn't want to
Oh,
be. I don't like playing that green shot.
What you couldn't see with the closer camera angle is how Stu's head dropped as well.
Oh really?
He suddenly
Okay.
realised, oh great. That's a bit of drift. Oh,
Yeah, that's right, Stu. Oh no, and it's come back again a bit. Yeah, it was a real banana. That will. Not banana, it was a right zigzag path that one took.
Stu's
so
feeling a bit sorry for himself. I think he'll be okay once he walks up there and sees what gap he's got.
what's White doing? White's found that White just needed to be a little bit stronger. That was online.
What's lovely.
So we've got all the balls really close here now.
Yeah, I'm getting Francis on for this, I think.
Yeah.
I would like to have this watched at this distance.
Me
He's
too.
just having a look.
Yes,
Very, very honest player.
this is.
Stu. You know, I've gone on
this
to
is-
referee something before and they've said to me, if I hit it on an angle, it's clean.
Oh right, you decided, have you? So that
I've
was a
gone,
player.
That's very nice, but I'm going to put markers down and if you double hit it, it's
Yeah.
not clean.
So I think they'll be calling Francis on for this.
Oh, yeah, she's on her
And
way.
she's on her way. So lots of balls at close quarters. This is a bit more familiar for club play, isn't it?
Yes.
Throwing a dustbin lid over all four balls.
That's why I absolutely hate refereeing club play because they just get all the balls and they just
Yeah.
shuffle them from hoop to hoop.
Hoop to hoop. But
But Stuart's obviously much more experienced and much more able to play this shot crisply.
discussing what he's going to do, because this makes a bit of a difference. I was asked the correct player what's their intention with the stroke, because it makes a difference as to where you put the ball markers. You don't ideally want the balls running over the ball markers, especially if you're going to hit them softly.
And also just where to stand and what to look for.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
sometimes they just suddenly thwack it and you're like,
I
goodness.
wasn't expecting that. Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
And what did I just see?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, I've got to say, Chris, I ran into Frances a bit earlier.
you ran into Francis.
Can you guess where I ran into her?
I should imagine that you ran into her in the Golf Pro Shop,
I did.
where there was purchasing.
She was busy purchasing.
Was
Yep.
he purchasing? So
The clothes that you can see her wearing, she's got a beautiful pale pink skirt, and the top as well came from there, so she's gone back for the white skirt.
the white skirt. So she's taking up her position, favouring to be right behind Stu.
He needs to hit this hard though, he needs to get rid of pink.
And he
It's not bad.
has, that's not bad, it's good distance. Francis is happy with that.
It's pretty good. You can hear the crispness
Yeah.
of those clean
Yeah.
shots. So now Nicholas has
So-
got to hit brown, and green's in a really quite nice position there. It's legally over halfway to hoop 11.
So Francis can leave the court in the famous pink hat.
Yep. Hat's rather nice as well. It's a very nice outfit.
Yeah, that was she kind of wore that by a little bit by accident one time down at the European Championships, and she was looking after 11 courts down there. And obviously you can't keep an eye on 11 courts yourself, so the other option is the players know where you are because you're
Yes.
standing out. So very much in demand.
Bit
Is
more
our
stylish
Francis.
than down south.
Hmm.
In the southern hemisphere, they will often use really, really bright yellow vests.
Oh,
which
yeah.
I absolutely despise because
yeah.
refs should be basically available but not that clearly seen.
Yes. Well, the first time we were asked to referee a major championships was
Good hope.
with the world teams at Surbiton probably 6-7 years ago. Martin French was the match referee, and Francis and I came along, and Martin had thought ahead, and he brandished a bright yellow day-glow baseball caps, and he's busily handing them out to all the chaps who are referees.
Caps aren't
And he
quite
got
so
round
good.
to Francis and he handed her this yellow baseball cap, and she looked horrified. And he said, "I hadn't thought this through, have I? You're not expecting me to wear that." And,
To be honest, I think when I turned up to referee at Cheltenham, they gave me a vest.
yes,
Thank you very much, and popped it down somewhere.
yes, that's right.
So that was
So-
an absolutely nothing shot by Nicholas. has a massive almighty thrash at a ball, so there's a little bit of frustration thrashing at Stu after Stu's very nice stop shot. Stu runs the next hoop, but then he took position just sitting there waiting to be cleared by green.
Yeah.
Just probably wanted to go quite a lot deeper. Oh.
So, yeah, green is still open on pink, but
We would
it's
describe that as
never nice having your own ball there with the magnetic effect your own ball has to gather in the clearing shot.
Plus, we'd describe that as being technically wired, and what that means is that green cannot hit the wrong side of pink. So the target of pink is smaller
It's smaller now, yes.
And let's see what Nicholas can do. He's coming along.
Okay, so there is a gap, but this has got to be...
Hasn't covered the gap, so it needs to be pretty surgical.
Yeah, absolutely.
These are the ones I hate. Stu really does need to move the ball in a bit because of the background.
Yeah.
And you're always very awkward about doing that.
So Stu to thread the needle.
So watch Stu's follow through. It's a very good straight follow through in the direction of his target.
But that one, what were we saying about magnetic effect of his own ball? And he'd be upset with that because he didn't. He got the wrong line there, didn't he? So Nicholas for a fairly easy 6-5.
So Brown's been promoted down there, but it is offside.
And they're both offside actually, aren't they?
Yes.
They're both over halfway. So Nicholas scores the hoop, but that's all.
Be a bit disappointed, but getting to be the one to get to 6 first is good.
Yeah. So it'd be interesting to... Yep, so...
You occasionally get people...
I like that. One ball one side, one ball the other.
Yeah.
You don't get a practice go from the same position. Yeah.
And if you've got someone who's going to be niggly, and these guys, all of these guys are just good chaps. I've seen people go, no, we'll have brown on the other side, and we'll have green over to the left-hand side.
Yes.
There's no need to do that.
No.
Difficult approach from that side. You're going
But
basically across the
that's
face.
pretty good. That's jawsable. You've got a better line than I have.
Decent-ish.
What is?
Decent-ish.
Decent-ish.
I'd say it is
Decent-ish. And that's
potentially
all.
runnable.
So
Jamie ran these yesterday.
And Nicola's
all day.
going for the promotion and not really getting it.
No, the promotion is an all-out thing because you're leaving a ball behind.
Yeah. And so he's given himself a long hoop shot to win the game. I'm not entirely sure that was necessary because
He's given himself a straight shot.
Brown wasn't that good.
Stu rolling in.
Stu's overdone that, so it's more or less a free shot because I don't think Brown runs it. Probably jaws.
So our feature match has started, but this is so tight. I think we'll stay with this second colours game. We'll stay with this game at 6-5, and then we'll go back to the feature game. Do you reckon?
I think that's a good plan if our production team are happy with that. Thank you very much, chaps. Okay. Yes, they are. Jolly good. Thank you, fellows.
I think this production team largely came together at the Association Croquet World Champs in Hurlingham last year, was it? The year before? So many world champs.
Yes, right. And they did a darn good job there. And
job for life.
I think the two lads, Steve and
Roderick.
And Stephen Roderick, they're close neighbours apparently. So so good know each other well and good teamwork together. So well done, fellows.
The key thing that stood out to me when I was talking to them both at Hurlingham is they're such nice people as well.
Yes.
That's the way to get people to help out and volunteer.
It is, yeah. And I hope you're having a good time in there, fellas, even if you're not seeing the sunshine. What do I know?
Good shot,
I thought Brown was only jawsable. So that's why he's playing for England. There we go.
But yeah, I think Roddy's mistake was he walked past the camera and someone said, can you man this for us for a bit? And many hours passed.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're 6-all. And Spain has first play, but from a difficult position. You're just risking putting this off the north boundary here. You want to get in front. If you go a bit far, that's absolutely fine.
That looks like it's a good weight though.
That looks like it's super shot to in front.
That's a good shot, Nicholas. That's very well played. Yeah, Stuart coming to look and see what his second ball Brown can see. Didn't take long looking at it, so presumably not a lot.
Yeah, I mean, Stu's got an option of trying to take position inside. It's very, very difficult to do that. And if pink gets in a good position, then white just smashes you miles away. But does he want to let white have a shot?
I think he's shooting at white. A miss gets you off the boundary, so you're safe yourself. And you got to hope white misses.
There's no bad outcomes from this, really.
And that's a great shot. Good shot. So he's put white off nearly in the corner and kept straight position on himself. He couldn't have got a better contact on that.
Yeah, if you could choose the point on white to hit,
yes.
He has chosen the exact millimetre.
Yeah.
It's a really good shot.
We just got the replay again. You can cut that one out. Oh, we're going to see it again. Here we go. Look. There you go.
Look at this. White's as far away as it could possibly
be. And he nailed the angle just right. Yep. That's one for your scrapbook if you can. if you can cut video out, and people still have scrapbooks, that's one for you, Stu.
Oh, if we could get another replay, we could see if white's been placed correctly. Now we'll move on to loads and loads of space in front of that hoop for Nicholas to play into.
So his pace judgment was excellent with his first ball. This one's got a better angle, but he's not so good. Not so good, and he's not off the boundary.
He's in a lot of trouble here. I think Stu's favourite now.
Yeah. So Stu's any good position here is good for Stu.
Reckon he can
lots of pressure from white then.
Grit his teeth and play this gently.
Yeah.
I've seen so many of them here where they've actually played this into the back of the hoop.
Yeah, he's having a look at it. He's having a look at it. Slow down ball. That's
pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So Nicholas has got to clear Brown here.
Has to, because Brown's also got the advantage it's blocking pink.
Yeah, so that's a super shot actually, isn't it? I've missed the block, and he has. So he's given himself a lifeline now, hasn't he? So
yeah, but Stu's fabulous shot means Stu's actually, from being down, has earned the first shot at the hoop.
He has. So this is one where we've got a better view than you at home, although that's a pretty good shot. So
Chris is pretty much directly down the line.
I am pretty much directly down the line. If I lean in my chair a bit, he's almost dead in front of the hoop.
How's the swing looking then?
Swing's looking very straight.
Oh,
that's a no. The swing looked all right.
I think the head came up. Let's look at the replay. Watch his head.
Is he too anxious? Yeah, I think just a little bit. Yeah, having all that good work.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Stop that well. So what I've been doing lately, because you play for 20 years and your head still comes up. I'm trying to see my mallet swing through the front of the ball. So just keeps your head down just for a second longer. So that you can hit it nicely. Other people say, look at the 5p coin under the ball. My brain's not easily fooled. It said there's no coin there, I'm not looking.
Right, so Stu's got to hit this. Green can't see it. So
yeah, this is everything.
This is everything. This to save the game. He
leaned away.
Likes it. Well done, Stu. That's good character. That is the disappointment of missing that hoop, that game-winning stroke, and then nailing that clearance. That was really good.
Yep, Stu will be feeling pleased with himself there.
Yes, a big puff of the cheeks there from Stu. Staying alive.
There was that, Stu.
Let's not dwell.
You're doing well here, mate.
You are. So White is wired from green. Pink is all over brown. White is in a running position. Yeah, just
So Stu's in all sorts of trouble here because when he cleared pink, which was a fantastic shot, don't get me wrong, but he hit it in the middle, and look, brown stayed on the lawn.
yes.
So this is the exact reason why Chris was saying before you want to get your ball off the lawn.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Nicholas is going to send brown to maximum position.
Hit down on that a wee bit. I've seen some of Nicholas's shots have jumped a wee bit.
Jumped a
but
bit, yes.
He's played really, really well
So
this week.
he's sent that down the court to not far off level with hoop 1. It's about 8 yards north of the on the east west boundary. So another huge shot. Stu's got to pull out.
It's certainly
to
no
keep this
criticism
hoop
of,
alive.
sorry. Yeah, it's no criticism of Stu that he left brown on the lawn because he just had a magnificent shot. It's
yes.
just really unlucky.
Yes. But unfortunately, because that brown ball didn't get off, and that was least of his thoughts, he's got to do it again.
So watch his head now. His head will stay down because there's not really anything to look at here.
Yes.
So head stays
head was
down. He's
down
looking
at
at
that
that
time.
spot.
Ooh, that wasn't far away.
Yep.
But we're expecting Nicholas to convert here and take a 1-0 lead in this secondary balls game.
Still got to do the business.
He's still got to do it. He's still got to score it. Gently Bentley. There it is. Okay, so Nicholas wins 7-6. Takes a 1-0 lead, and we will switch our focus back to the primary game we were watching as our featured game earlier on, which is Jamie Birch for England against the Spanish captain Andres Alvarez Sala. They've just played 2 hoops and are at 1-1.
So looking over the lawn 3.
Your opponent starts hitting when you're at 13.
So we just as Nicholas has gone by and complimenting on Francis has got a present from Andrew.
It'll be Andrew Wilson.
Andrew Wilson. Oh, okay. So she's got a
Dinah Wilson's husband. Now, my Facebook cover picture was taken by Andrew. It's an absolutely gorgeous picture of Nottingham Croquet Club.
Yeah, professional photographer, and this is his book, Wild About Walton and the Surrey Hills. So that's very nice.
Didn't realise he was a pro photographer when I
Yeah, yes, yeah, he is. Yeah,
It looks very nice. It's very attractive from the cover.
yeah, that's good. I'll have a look at that in a moment.
We'll have a flick through it in the quiet moments.
So here we are at 1-1.
Yep, looks like it.
The distraction of the secondary balls has given way for a moment. They've gone off for a.
Looks like Andrew's had
an
first
actual
play to
break.
hit 3 and
He did, yeah.
took slightly angled position.
So this is the 5th stroke at this hoop, and that is going to be good enough, isn't it? So
I'm not sure.
looking if that's
Let's see what
if
it
that,
is. Yeah,
it
so
looks like it's in the jaws to me. So
yeah, I went for a bit of a tour of the hoops this morning on this lawn, and there's some wee rabbit runs. I know you did some work to.
I was finding where there were rabbit runs. Francis was sorting out the legality of the hoops and the firmness, and I was just going around, just lifting up the slightly wear patches so that balls weren't. You can pop them into a convenient little hole.
Oh, he's hit the wire solidly there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, even when you've raised that up after a few games of play, I suspect it's probably come down.
It's going to come back again, so there's going to be a little dent there.
So I'm not sure he'd have been able to get in the rabbit run, in the jaws without that rabbit run there.
No.
Potentially it would come back. But Jamie played a wonderful clearing shot. Absolutely smashed the hoop and got black back a long way. And blue looks like it's parked. I don't think blue bounced back.
No, so and I think Jamie would have cleared it if it had been runnable, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Because he's not going to rely on yellow from yellow's position. Andres plays red, so we're looking at a few rotations more.
Trouble is, if you clear it, then black's got the free go at the hoop. So there's always decisions to be made about: am I going to give them a 3.5-yard hoop? Am I going to hope that my ball's left somewhere I can do something clever?
So you can put yellow into position behind the hoop where blue can't see it, because blue's got no backswing. There's a big area you can do that. Andres hasn't got a great deal. Surely he can't get a mallet on that. No, he can't. All he's got is the dribble in front. He's found that. Did you notice see the way the ball wobbled just there? Jenny, just come back. There is a hole there because he played it into the ball and the ball wobbled left and right as it settled in the hole that we were talking about. So that's a little unfortunate that hole's reappeared.
So Jamie's shooting at blue here because there's nothing you can do with black apart from snuggle from 10 yards.
Yes.
Oh, he clipped it.
Did he?
Yeah, clipped the outside of that. Look at that.
Oh, right. Let's have a look at the... have we got a replay?
What
yeah,
a
we've got a
luxury
replay.
that we've got replays in Croquet
Yeah,
England.
it's the first time I've come across the replays. Okay, so...
But yeah, I thought I saw blue wobbling, so I think it just hit it on the north side of blue, but...
Younger eyes than me.
Not very much, and I have got glasses. So it's nice to see Stu coming by and wanting updates on what was happening in the other matches.
Yes, yeah, it is still a team thing. England have won the match, but it's a team thing. They're all looking out for each other. Saying earlier on, most of the England lads all share in one house.
Yes.
So,
one bathroom as well, I understand.
One bathroom. Crikey.
So just looking around the lawns, Jose Riva, the Spanish number one, has taken a narrow first game against JP Mobley. So he's won that 7-6. There's a scorer in the way of the other game, so I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah, unfortunately she's a poor position on the lady's chair there, hasn't she?
No.
So perhaps the fellas in our production office have got a better angle.
If anyone can tell us the score on lawn 1.
Yeah,
the scores.
Secondary balls on lawn 1. Do we know the score over there, please, fellas? You've got a better angle.
That's the other thing. We've got croquet scores to get the scores. We've got replays. We've got streaming. We've got commentary.
Yeah, all this would have been alien.
5 years ago.
5 years ago. I was going to say 10 years ago. 5 years ago. Yeah. We can watch croquet from the comfort of our own homes when it's on the other side of the world.
I was chatting to Alison Morm on Messenger.
Lawn 1,
here we go.
Lawn 1 is 1-0 to Spain.
We're going to assume that's the secondaries as well. Oh,
yeah, and
he's keeping us in suspense here. We're getting
some...
I'm not having suspense.
Anyway, 1-0 Spain and 1-0 in games to Spain. 1-0 in games to
and
Spain.
in the secondary colours, Aston Wade beat Patricio Garay 7-4. Okay. So England's 1 up and 1 down.
Hendler's going for the in off as well as the clearance.
Big clearing
missing it by a ball and a half. It was a good effort.
So yes, I was chatting to Alison Morm, who's done a huge amount for commentary and streaming, and she was sitting at home in bed watching the live streaming.
Oh, in bed, right? Well, good afternoon, Alison. If you're watching live or gonna watch it later, when perhaps you've got more time on your hands, and after you put the little one to bed.
I think she's looking after young Ben today because Dave's down in the cow horn.
Ah, so that's a good shot. Jamie gets a good contact on that one. So Jamie in England favourite for hoop 4.
Not only favourite
Not
for
a
hoop
hoop
4,
4.
look
Look
where
where
red
he's
is.
where he put red. So red is right beside hoop 5. He's just out of your view,
Yeah.
folks. He's just north and west of hoop 5, but within a yard and a half perhaps. So there we are. Pull the camera back. Maybe it's 2 yards, but you've got to be happy with that. So big clearance here from Andres. We're looking at a potential shift in fortunes if he misses this, and he has.
So if you're an improving croquet player in England, you've got such luxury in coaching, and indeed for others, if you look for the Taunton Dean croquet site, there's some very good coaching materials from Stephen Custance Baker, and near Cheltenham coaching from Andrew Cowing. He talks about having balls do 2 jobs. Just let Jamie run this. Runs it nicely, trying to block Blue's shot up to hoop 5, but he'll be pleased to have run that.
Andrew's going deliberately deep. There's no really safe place he could put that. So,
but he made that error up at hoop 11 in the previous game, where he just went too close, giving a free clearance.
yeah.
So yeah, these guys talk about a ball doing 2 things. So in this case, red not only cleared black, but it also got good position.
Good position on the next hoop.
Yeah.
That's right. When England were particularly fortunate with coaching. I'll just let Jamie play this stroke in front of us, and we'll talk some more about that.
Very unlucky.
That was unlucky. So on the face of it, he hits 2 balls, but black arrested the escape of blue, allowing Nicholas to have Andres to have an easy clearance on the red, which he doesn't nail too well. He won't be that happy with that. Squirted off the side of that, didn't get that in the centre of the ball. So opportunity missed there from Andres. Yeah, we got as well as the aforementioned coaches and authors, Andrew and Stephen. We've also got 4 croquet academies. There's an original croquet academy at Southwick, and that just retains the name of the Croquet Academy.
Okay.
We've got more recently added ones at York, and also in the southwest, which travels around a bit, but generally speaking in Budley.
Okay.
And one that's doing an awful lot of work, and probably as many courses as anybody
Chiltern
else,
one.
is the Chiltern one at the High Wycombe Croquet Club, under the direction of Ian Shaw. And lots of croquet going on there. Particularly popular is Ralph Allam's Swing Doctor. Dr. Ralph Allam is now the Swing Doctor, and attracting a lot of the top players going to see him when they've with troubles with their swing. He has become the go-to man to sort out your swing problems and your yips and all sorts of things. Ralph's got the croquet knowledge and the medical knowledge to know what's going on with your body and why you should be doing things. Comes up with all sorts of exercises to cure you of inadvertent things you might be doing wrong. So we are indeed fortunate.
Yeah.
We've got a good tournament scene and a good coaching scene.
Yeah, a good
again,
bunch of people coaching
Yeah,
too.
volunteers throughout as usual with croquet. No money in croquet, if you're listening, kids.
So there is actually an event run at Chiltern Croquet Academy I'd like to point out, because it sounds really good. It's on the 20th of July. Chiltern Croquet Academy, where'd you say that was?
So High Wycombe.
High Wycombe. So it's a day-long event, and it costs about £10. It costs nothing.
That's
Let's just check.
it's going to cost you more to get there, fellas, than it is to
£10
and
per
ladies.
player. It will go from about 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. And it's called a skills assessment workshop. I don't know if this is based on some of what Andrew Cowing's done. So it's about getting metrics to measure yourself by.
I've not read the detail of that one, but
Curious to know, but it's worth checking out.
yeah, have a look, everyone. You can see it on the Croquet England website. And what's the date again there, Jenny?
Saturday the 20th of July. It looks really interesting, and
Yeah.
it is a very, very reasonable price.
Yeah, have a look at that. Hit the I button and it'll tell you all you need to know.
Another option for people that are having trouble with their swing, which is possibly a surprising one, consider seeing a golf pro.
All right.
Golf professionals are experts through their compulsory PGA coaching. They're experts in biomechanics. Some of them have been working for ages, working with all sorts of people, and the golf pro I saw did a huge amount for my swing.
All right. So
So it's just an interesting thing. You know, they're experts in helping people with putting, body movement, and if you do something wrong in golf, it goes a lot more yards wrong than it does in croquet.
okay, yeah, it's there to see.
But you will be paying them.
Yeah. So we should mention just in case nobody knows that you're a golfer as well, Jenny, and you played David Openshaw. And who won, Jenny?
I played David Openshaw twice.
Twice?
Yep, won 2 and 1, and then 3 and 2.
So you won twice.
I have won twice.
So well
against
done.
David. Thank
Well
you
done
very
you.
much.
Okay.
Thank you, Chris.
Hi, David.
No,
There we go.
I was very fortunate to be invited by David to play at the Roehampton golf course. You can see the Roehampton croquet courts. The Roehampton greens are superb. And the Roehampton bunkers are numerous. That is not a good shot.
Didn't like that. Didn't like that. Crestfallen is.
So wristy shot. I think you'll see with the replay. It's very wristy. There's not a full backswing. He's hurried through the shot. Was probably trying to get a controlled stop shot away, but just lots of things went wrong in that swing. So we're 2-2 though in our feature game, and not sure if yellow can run this, but given how close black's gone to the hoop, blue's intending to clear yellow.
Yeah.
See, Toby had quite a good fight back there. He was 5-0 down, then 6-1.
So he's
Eventually lost
So
7-3.
he's just coming close. He obviously doesn't. Okay.
Always good at running those hoops.
Yeah. Obviously.
Sorry, I got the ball rotations wrong.
Yeah, I think a little miscalculation there by Andres. Either he got the ball rotation wrong in his head as well, or he didn't reckon on the score. Did he come in for
Maybe thinking that yellow could only jaws the ball and thinking I'll take jumping position.
Yeah, maybe that was it. Yeah.
But misjudged that. Very nicely run by Jamie.
Oh, Jamie. So England through Jamie taking the 3-2 lead.
These hoops are awfully easy to run with a smooth stroke. Obviously, you've got to hit it in the right direction.
Yeah.
But
That's one thing. I think the respect for the hoops has proven beneficial to the firmer thrash, we'll say.
The smooth strokes
Yeah.
do seem to be more successful.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of bullying the hoops when they're this firmly set.
Well, Ewan Burridge is obviously a power player, but he's got this absolutely beautiful controlled stroke, which is still firm, but hits it very smoothly.
Yeah.
So a few of the English might be wanting to take back that lunchtime beer because JP's game down 2-1 down. I think Aston feels he's got a point to prove after being a bit unlucky yesterday, but won his doubles this morning.
Jamie's got a hampered backswing here, so
saying, "Do you want a ref?"
asking
and off I was going, "If you need one, get one."
Yeah. So
I wouldn't be
So-
worried about Jamie playing this shot. I've seen
No.
him play it a million times.
So let's just say though, these are the top players in the world playing those strokes.
Yep.
They know what they're doing, and they're not likely to fault on things like that.
And putting it
If
into
you're at home,
context.
everybody, call a referee
Yes.
for anything that's hampered like that.
And to avoid the opponent thinking about whinging, if the opponent would
Yeah.
like a shot watched, just say, excuse me, can you get a ref please?
Yes.
If you wait till afterwards,
Yeah.
no one wants to listen to you complain.
No, that's true enough.
But yeah, against top level people, I don't need that ref because they know what they're doing. Go a tier down. You're having that ref if you're playing me.
Indeed.
Nicely stopped shot from Stuart. Right, where are we up to? Where are these balls? So yeah, Jamie's just missed a clearance.
Yeah, so we've done the classic thing here of watching one game, taking our eye off one, and you've got to go back again. You really can only concentrate on the one
No,
game.
well,
properly,
no, we've
can't
taken
you?
our eye
So-
off one and
Yeah.
they've been held up.
And they've been
for
held
double
up, so
bankers.
that's why we're looking. Yeah. So from the double bank game, Stu looks like he might have overhit the brown. Going to hoop 2, that's a long shot, but he's taking good position on the outside of the court, so it's not the end of the world with that one.
Yeah, it's got a lot to be said for it, so
Yeah.
pink can't move it too far.
Yeah. White's not brilliant, so there's a bit of mileage in hoop 2 on the double bankers game that we've now got coverage of.
Quite interesting looking at Stu's grip. He's got a really nice grip. It's a standard grip, so the knuckles are one hand forward, the palm of the other hand forward, but it's also got an interlock, almost golf style grip, where his little fingers locked in with his...
Locked in. Oh right.
Oh, that's a short miss. Just trying to hit that smoothly and centrally, but
Maybe he's wandered away from that. So
Stu will be smashing this.
Stu should smash this one to our commentary position. Leaving himself with a tap in to green. Probably could do with a... Yeah, I was about to say could do with not hitting it straight, because if he gets it straight right to us, Nicholas has now got a double with green in the hoop.
Yeah, you've suddenly given them hope.
Yeah.
It's like association croquet leaving a double. This has got a chance of a ball in a hoop.
Yep. So lots can happen here. It's a big target. It would be if I could see it. I'm right
It's a
behind him.
huge target. No, he's just
And
missed the
he's
outside
missed
of
the
it.
outside of the hoop, so he's missing it. He's got neither.
But it does give them a bit of hope.
Yeah. You always like that, don't you? Francis Coleman going by, giving us a smile. Hello.
Showing off that new skirt.
Showing off the new skirt. we understand you.
Sorry?
Understand you ladies met in the pro shop.
We did.
Did you buy anything, Jennings?
I did not buy
that
anything.
sounds awful.
What's that?
In the pro shop.
The pro shop, golf pro shop. I mean. Hadn't thought of that.
Shameful, these
Right.
two.
Yes, hadn't thought of that.
I'd like to just clarify that I may have had a credit card with me, but I did not buy anything.
Oh, right.
Had I found anything I
Very-
really fancied, I was having
very
it.
controlled. Very controlled. Meanwhile, back at this, so we're
So yeah, Nicholas has taken position at hoop 3, absolutely good enough position. Stu's played in nicely. So Stu must feel there is some doubt of Nicholas running hoop 3, given that he's just played in rather than shooting through pink. And it's likely he'll have a go with green, at least the second ball, having already taken position. Oh, that's
a
beautifully
nice,
played.
a nice nudge. So if pink didn't run before, it does now.
So Stu's
So
definitely having a shot at
He's
this
definitely
now.
having a shot if he can see it. If he can see pink, he's definitely taking it on. Yeah, the big swing's coming up. Nice wind up, smooth stroke, but a miss.
Close, I think.
Yeah, I think he was close. He stayed down looking at it long enough.
Trouble is for Stu, even if he'd hit that, pink's going to that short boundary, it's still
boundary.
got clearance.
Indeed.
Oh, we've resumed play on. We'll just watch Nicholas's shot.
Nicholas gets a rejection.
That's a firm rejection to the middle of the wire. That's not
It
nice.
was.
there.
That's not nice.
We'll see if we can see Stu's jump shot before returning to our feature game.
I don't know that he's get. Is he? I think he's. Oh, he has got a jump shot. Yeah, the big game for a jump shot here. It looks like he needs it to get past Pink anyway. But
yeah, you haven't really
leaving Pink on the wire is really good news. So let's watch Stu's jump shot. We've got a great view on it on the monitor.
Yeah,
And
caught the inside wire, didn't he?
he did.
The inside wire, the outside wire.
Yeah, outside the far wire he got.
The middle of it as well, unfortunately.
Yeah. Nicholas faced with a little difficulty. Anyway, we've gone back to the wide view and back to the featured game.
Right, so Stu playing first into hoop 7 after that pause, and Andres has played rather close to red, I think. I'm not sure he's going to have wanted that. Not Stu, sorry, it was Jamie, wasn't it? So Jamie's played red in first, played it a little bit deep.
Mm-hmm.
I think black's too close to red because while I think it's far enough north of red, you can't clear it very far. You can certainly have a fairly easy snuggle there.
Yes. And that's a shot that's not played often enough, I think, the snuggle.
It's played far too often by me because I'm rubbish at it, but you're right. You're right. Because if you get it right, they can do nothing.
Nothing at all. No, absolutely. I played one of the first big matches we had at Phillips Court in the National Cup was against Ashby. Let's wait and play this stroke. Played against Ashby, and Will G and Rachel Rowe, as she was now, and G now came along, and I had the match against Rachel in front of 70 plus of my own members.
Yep.
And Rachel just snuggled me to death in front and beat me 7-0 in front of my own members. Watching Rachel, I still remember that. She is the snuggling queen, and it's absolutely nothing I can do.
He's run that very well. I thought he might even stop black away, but Jamie's just really, really good hoop runner, isn't he?
He is.
So just maintaining a slim lead there. It's always nice to be the one who wins those odd numbered hoops, because you've got this chance to get down towards the next one. Yeah, unfortunately I don't really play snuggles against bad players very often, because I don't trust them, especially if there's not a good referee around.
Yes, that's
true.
Yes, you want to be confident that people know what they can and they can't do before you play snuggling shots. That's true enough. So
Don't know.
Andre's having a good look at black, so of course he's just seen Jamie score a hoop from a nice angle.
Yeah, so he's going,
So
can I?
I do it myself?
I didn't see the angle that he stood on.
It looks like a jaws only for me, that one, the black.
Yeah, so you've got the sort of more B-class option of going south of the hoop to knock them out, or you've got this option which is saying, if you go on the jaws, I'm jumping you.
Jumping you, yeah.
Andrew's going, that's okay. Yellow's going to corner 2. Takes good position with blue. And Jamie is going to have a go at something here. I think hitting anything's good. Anything but yellow.
Yeah. Yes, either ball as a result here, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see the black. Can he? Yeah, he's got it. They're both open, looking at the monitor.
Plus the hoop, depending on where you shank it to.
Yeah. It's got a good contact, and the sliver on black's not really good enough. So we know what's happening now. So black's clearing yellow, but that's not a bad result because you can't clear yellow too far.
Yeah, I'll give him a few marks for that, because otherwise yellow was going to corner 2.
Yeah.
Now, does Andrews have the confidence to cut this? Because Robert Fletcher can get this to corner 2.
Right. Really? Yeah. That's confident.
It's confident, and it's a huge amount of power.
He's hit it at like 3/4 ball, so he edged his bets a bit there. Took a bit of an angle, but he wasn't confident to wing it one.
Don't blame him.
At that distance.
50-50.
Yeah. at that distance, I'm 50%. I'm not doing anything slimmer than that.
Very early on, playing AC, I saw Robert Fulford playing some rushes, and I thought, what Robert does is goes, I want this outcome, and plays the balls to get that outcome, rather than the rest of us who worry a bit and tweak things a bit sometimes.
Oh, I see. So he's absolutely says what the outcome is.
Just decides what he wants and plays for it. Yeah.
Plays that stroke regardless of how difficult it is.
Well, he decides if he can play it, but I've seen other players, if they've got a difficult cut rush, they maybe won't hit at the right pace, but he actually decides this is the shot and fully commits.
Yes.
Which was a really good lesson for me at the time. So he's achieved the main goal here. He's got in front of the hoop and made sure that black can see the yellow ball still. This is such a different standard of shooting to what we're going to see in a week's time. Although we will have these fellas doing this as well.
And we did have the Fletchers coming as well at one point. They were in for the doubles, were they, at one point?
No.
I can't remember what happened, but their names were on the list for a while. And
partly it's a language thing. It was a wording. It said something in the regulations and the special regulations about you have to enter by a certain date, and they misinterpreted it. So by the date, I also naively thought close of play on that day, maybe 5 o'clock.
No,
by that day meant 11:59 p.m. the day before.
You've got to enter by. Yeah.
It's a real shame though for England croquet, because actually you want to get those Fletchers over. These guys are playing each other. They're very lucky to be able to play the very strong Spanish team, but how good a preparation would that be to have Robbie and Greg Fletcher there?
Yeah, true.
Runs it nicely for all. So yeah, I mean, it's, and obviously we've seen that the field has been extended, so to be a bit more inclusive and have more players in it. But unfortunately, when you're looking at international flight tickets, it was the earlier time of being told, no, I don't think there's room for you, just meant that it wasn't feasible for Robbie.
No.
But yeah, just a real shame, because it'd be great to have that practice against him, because he's just another class.
Was it? Yeah, I've only seen him once or twice, and I think the first time I saw him was when he won the World AC Championships the first time at Surbiton, which was
one of the best examples of sportsmanship you'll ever see at Surbiton as well, where Paddy Chapman from miles away said it was me.
Good. Thank you very much.
I said Stephen's a good man.
Stephen is a good man. So Stephen from our production team has brought us the largest piece of cake that you could fit on this plate. In
fact, you can see the size of the cake. We'll just turn it sideways. Look how big that is.
Look at that, fellas. Look how big this cake is. Splendid.
Wonderful. Henry Blowfield used to get bits of cake delivered to him.
He did indeed.
Never thought we'd be in those shoes.
No.
I'll just let Stu run hoop 4.
So once again, the featured game held up for the secondaries.
I'm watching Stu's head.
And that's very smooth. So Stu Smith takes a 3-1 lead against Nicholas Denzio.
Lovely fresh cans of Coke have arrived as well.
Yeah, and then our featured match at 4-4.
So yeah, featured match is just pausing, just allowing these guys to play through. I don't know what Chris's hands are doing down there.
Sorry, I just touched a lady's leg. Sorry.
No problem. So yeah, I was lucky enough to watch Robbie play in the World Championship, the Golf Croquet Worlds.
Yes.
And then in the British Open, and yeah, he was amazing.
Just missed. That was close. Just missed that one, Stu.
Yeah, Stu's got a 3-1 lead, and Nicholas was just looking like he had his tail down a wee bit, and his teammate came over, and his captain, I guess, came over and said, come on, keep going, buddy.
Just G'd him up a bit. Good. It is a team game. It's individual matches all adding up to a team result, but a team game it nevertheless is, and that is completely different to playing for yourself, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you're playing for your country, in this case as the pinnacle, but if you're playing for a team, for your club team, you know, it weighs on your mind. You're not just playing for yourself; you're playing for your teammates, and hopefully the rest of your club is taking interest as well. That's a bit weak. He's not going to be happy with that one. That's wrong in lots of ways.
Well, yeah, I'm not really sure where Pink is. It looks like it might be behind the hoop, and there must have been loads of space where Pink couldn't see Brown. That is a superb shot.
So Nicola's taking full advantage. Yeah, we've got quite a good following with our at my club. We've managed to engage the whole club in the activities of the better players. So we've got quite a number of teams playing. When we get the first team out, and 3 or 4 times a year, make a big effort. Highlight to the players, the members, this is a good spectator opportunity, and we have had getting on for 100 people watching. So we played Nottingham in the Interclub Championship.
It's a pretty good shot.
That was a good shot. Yeah, played Nottingham in the Interclub Championship in 2 finals, and then last week, fortnight ago, we played them in this year's competition. And I say the amount of people we had watching. James Death was playing. He says more people watching this than watched last time I played the Mac. So it's all about just getting engagement, you know.
Also, the Mac was brutally cold. No one came to watch us. It was so unpleasant.
We can let people off on that. Yeah.
So yeah, back to the feature match. We've had 3 balls play over to this critical 9th hoop, and all 3 are in front of the hoop. But what it means is that the red ball was first to play up. Black chose not to shoot, so it left everything on blue to clear red. I'm going to start this delicious cake.
Thankfully, Jenny's started the cake. I wasn't going to start until you did, and Jenny's had the first piece of cake, so good for you. That's a lovely smooth shot by Jamie, and that's going to be
brilliant shot
well
by Jamie.
Paced to stop. Is it stopping?
No.
Just past, is it?
Yeah.
Just level with the hoop, but
very rare that you see someone run 2 hoops in a shot. It's very lucky.
Well, it's because did you see the JP one?
No, I heard
yesterday.
about it.
No, that was Andres. We've just got an aeroplane going over, so I'll pause for a moment.
A big miss.
Too much effort in that one.
So I had a big hack at it because it was a double with ball and hoop, but just hit it too hard.
Yeah, hit it too hard, lost all his accuracy. No, he scored. If you're going to do it at hoop 9 and 10. So hoop 9 and 10 with the same stroke, and left JP wired. So
he did say he was a bit unlucky.
He was unlucky, and JP was winning the game. He was 5-3 up. And all of a sudden 6-5 down as the result of one stroke.
Yeah.
So
and especially going to 6-5 down is pretty brutal.
That is tough, isn't it? So.
My only notable 2 hoops in one stroke was playing the World Championships in South Africa, where I'd lost to this chap in my block, and then I had to beat him in a playoff.
Right.
Ran hoop 1 and hoop 2 in the first go at it.
That's a good start.
And he just wilted. That was the end of it. He just had enough by then.
Oh, wow.
I've got to ask Chris, what do you think of the cake?
It's really very nice.
It's got a lot of seeds in it. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Is it carrot cake?
It is carrot cake.
It is carrot cake.
Slices of carrot. It's got pumpkin seeds. It's got other seeds. It's just lovely. Have a bit more.
Just going to get in there.
Right, so this is this ball that had the big hack up the lawn.
He can't see. There's not much of red to see here. Is he going through the hoop, or? I don't know if he was going through the hoop or just going on the wire to try and.
I figure it was through the hoop because Jamie must have just popped himself in front. had a quick look at red and goes, red runs. But he'll be aiming this at corner 4, I think. Maybe a bit north.
Yeah, I was just wondering whether
close
red
that gap.
was so close to the wire that a good biff on the wire was going to move the red anyway. But
So I think he's left a double. So this goes back to Tony Stevens' old thing in New Zealand of close the gate. Don't let him have a shot at the hoop.
so Tony Stevens, I don't know. Was he a travelling player at all? Did he come over here?
Fairly famous New Zealand player, travelled all over the world playing.
From some time ago.
He still plays a bit at home.
Oh, okay.
Got a couple of daughters who are pretty good as well. But yeah, New Zealand Mac player,
Right.
good golf croquet player.
Okay.
Coached our New Zealand golf croquet women years ago, and he basically was not much to it. Go in front of the hoop, go through the hoop, clear a ball. But his big thing was close the gate, don't give them hope.
Okay. The things you pick up along the way from people.
That's the thing, isn't it? Though you do pick up things from people.
You do. I mean, I can remember years ago playing cricket, like village cricket, and the best player in the club was a West Indian fast bowler with a very big West Indian accent, which I will not do. But he said, "Chris, man, you've got to watch the ball right onto the bat."
Yep.
And I can still hear him ringing in his broad West Indian accent. Watch the ball right onto the bat.
You lot are so lucky with club cricket. A friend of mine used to play with Joel Garner.
Oh, right. Well, I'll tell you who the guy was. If you know, you'll know your cricket.
Yep.
He was the cousin of Van Bernholder. Van Bernholder was I'm older than you.
BB Holder.
It was the West Indies came over here in 1972 or 3 or something. Like Tony Greig was the England captain.
Yep.
And they came over with an all-pace attack. And played.
That would have been super to
Yeah,
see.
Andy Roberts opened the bowling with Lance Gibbs was the spinner. He was a world-class spinner, but didn't always get in the test side because they just played all pace attack. And Van Bernholder was the first change bowler, so he was the number 3 bowler, and the guy who made the comment to me was his brother Winston. So I just remember it. He played for our village cricket club. I'm trying to remember the other guys.
Oh, this is quite exciting around here. Ewan's in a lot of trouble. He's 6-4 down and lost the first game 7-6. Might have just played a big clearance. I haven't really been watching that. JP, the England captain, is 5-2 down, having lost the first game 7-6. But Jamie is in great nick here. He's 6-4 up. I am assuming red's gone through far enough to be able to clear black. So takes position with yellow with his first ball. Very interesting position here to try and nudge yellow back into the jaws. Nudge red back into the jaws. Well, it's a bit of a shorter shot, but I think he'll just take on this long shot. So yeah, if you could play blue up into a sort of a gentle cuddle into red, red will be able to do nothing.
Stu Smith extending his lead to 5-2 with the secondary balls.
Stu's played well. He's had good success here.
He has. He's won.
He won both his matches
He won
yesterday.
both his matches yesterday. Was he the only Englishman to do that? I think.
I think Toby did as well.
Toby won twice yesterday, did he?
Yep.
I was having a look back at our record. Toby won that one, and Toby won that one.
So
yeah, Toby won 2
Stu
games
lost
as
one
well.
of the doubles on day one, lost one. He's had some really good results. He's only had that one doubles mishap against Jose Riva and Juan Hojeda. But yeah, he's played well. Right, so anyway, Jamie centre balled his clearance again.
Again.
And this is to save the match. So Andrus needs to clear yellow, or Jamie will be finishing this match off.
Mm-hmm.
No, he won't. I know nothing.
I was going to say.
I know nothing.
We're watching too many matches there. This is.
This is to take the match to a decider, isn't it?
It is to take the match to a decider. I was just
My
thinking,
apologies.
is that right? 'Cause I'm looking at the scoreboard over there. So I'm just.
It's difficult.
You corrected yourself. It is difficult watching more than one game, isn't it?
And the Spanish colours are red and yellow. The flag colours. But yes, Spain's in fact playing blue and black.
So Jamie for game 2. And that's in the jaws.
Got a bit of the inside wire.
He did.
So Andres has got a little bit of hope.
Andres has got
quite a lot of hope, really.
Quite a lot of hope. So he's got the jump, hasn't he?
Yep.
And,
Jump is on.
Oh, spilt cake. You finish that. Okay. You finish that.
Thank you.
Come on, you do that.
Oh, Chris is handing over the remains of the carrot cake to me. Champ. Thank you very much, Steve.
Was that Andres a jump from, what's that, 50 degrees or something? Yes, it did.
Yeah, probably about 50 degrees.
Yeah.
Right.
And 2.5 yards.
Tight technique.
Okay, got the height.
Quite a good shot, but it did hit the middle of the outside,
Yeah.
the middle of that, sorry, near wire. I think what's left for him might be playing black to corner 4, ready for game 3.
Right.
I also saw one of the most bonkers shots I've ever seen. Very often playing towards corner 4 is actually quite a good shot to play. And I think Jamie, I wouldn't mind seeing him playing to it. He's got a safe shot. In South Africa, I saw in one of the knockout matches, you had a Egyptian in the jaws of hoop 13, and another Egyptian that was 4 yards and a bit of an angle, was going to have to play a big jump shot. Chap whose ball's in the jaws plays his next ball up, gets a heap of hill, knocks his ball out.
Oh, wow.
Opponent's now got a 4.5 yard hoop to run on the ground.
So you've got to have pretty uneven ground for that. So he's missed everything through there. I'm not quite sure what outcome he was hoping to get from that.
Yeah, sometimes the best option is just hit it a million miles away from the action.
Yeah.
Jamie should cope with this pretty well.
And there we are. So
7-4.
7-4. So one game all in our featured match. We'll probably switch the coverage back to the secondaries game, where Stu Smith has a commanding lead over Nicholas Denzio, 6-2.
So again, this is Stu playing to get a third.
Yes, playing to get a third after the drama we had at Hoop 13 in the first game.
So I saw Stu running hoop 6 with lots of balls in front of 6, and he had quite a long shot, and he played it beautifully.
That is a great shot. So you can't just see off the court. Green's played in across the line, and got a lovely block on White's hoop shot.
Pink's tried to return the favour blocking Green, but
hasn't quite got there. Stu's got one of these. He's going to try and block Nicholas. That's not quite got the legs. Good effort. Needed another 2 feet really to block Nicholas's shot on Green. So we've got a good angle for you viewers at home.
That's a very good shot.
That's a good shot.
Having a bit of a look to see if he's got the hoop in the way. Not sure he has, but he's got some distance there. What do you reckon, Nicholas? Can he hit your ball? Can Green hit?
Yeah, it can hit. Yeah. It's clear.
Good distance, though. It was a good shot.
Yeah. It's very centered. So. Considering how he's playing, he's probably going to hit it.
Nicholas says,
So-
considering how he's playing, he's probably going to hit this. Hey, he's got a wee spring in his step, hasn't
He
he?
has. He has. He's had a good match. So Stu from, well, let's just say a long way away. That's more than 20 yards.
Must remember Nicholas won the first, and Nicholas must remember it. That's actually quite handy for
That
Nicholas.
is.
Brown was a wee bit in the backswing, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Even just psychologically.
He's moved Brown out a bit, so Brown's is unimpeded down to hoop 10. But that's a good shot, Nicholas.
Look at the
Nicholas
shot,
has
going,
got.
going. That's a super shot.
That's a super weighted stroke. So he took a bit of wire and judged that very well.
Didn't think he'd hit it hard enough, but he
No,
really
it just
did.
kept going, didn't it?
Yeah.
So 6-3 to England. Stu's staying down looking at that.
Oh, there's someone commenting about a bowling partner.
A bowling partner?
I don't know.
Oh, bowling partner from the cricket we were talking
Yeah.
about. Okay, so it was
Andy Roberts.
It was Andy Roberts, Van Bernholder, Bernard Julian was the number 4 bowler. Who was
His
the other
bowling partner in the
opening
33 test was Michael.
33 test? So we've got 3 out of 4 of the bowlers. It was the other bowler from the other end.
Michael Holding.
It was. I was thinking of the one before Michael Holding, actually, folks.
Michael Holding. Thank you, Richard.
Michael Holding. Okay.
You've hit a lot.
I think the one I was thinking was a little bit before Holding, because Holding, of course, had the sniggering schoolboy favourite bit of commentary that we all familiar with. David Willey, the umpire now.
So we've got the umpire and commentators now that we can still snigger over.
Yes.
If you don't know who we're talking about, we're not going to tell you.
So Nicholas's first approach through the hoop with his scoring stroke has given him good position and command of hoop 10.
Yep.
Stu's got another long clearance to try and make Nicholas work a little bit harder for this one. But he's got contact on it.
Yeah, straighten it up.
Just straightened it up a little bit for him, but he was scoring anyway, so
Yeah,
good effort, Stu.
no harm done.
No harm done. Still in command of the scoreboard. This will be 6-4.
Now, Chris doesn't like this. Chris Clark doesn't really like this shot that Nicholas has just played.
The long one.
Yeah, sorry, the white with
white.
white. He wants him to just run it by a couple of feet.
Well, me too, because we know that pink is going to be the positioning ball.
Yep.
And white is going to be the clearance. So you've now given yourself a longer clearance, haven't you?
Yep.
I'm right with Chris there. You know, you've got to think about what job you want that ball to do.
That was a weakness because Nicholas has come back really well. He's 1 hoop 9, he's 1 hoop 10. He's a beautiful shot at hoop 9.
Yeah, a good position with pink, and back himself to
Yeah.
He's gone too far with white for what the reason we've just said. So he's given himself another couple of yards that he didn't need to give himself, but he's right on.
Yeah, good position with pink, clear with white, and suddenly that 6-2's.
And I think he's got, he had a slam at green there because he still crossed himself about the pink.
You're right. He had a slam at green.
He had a slam at green because pink wasn't good enough. So he's now hits green, but the prize for green isn't that pink scores because pink wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
So you're sort of carrying your.
And he's only snicked green. I think he needed to play at a more moderate pace. I know green's going to try and clear the pink, but what you want is to hit it centrally, but at a smooth enough pace that their ball leaves, your one stays in the vicinity.
Stays around. So it's two balls onto one, and pink's in the worst place of the three.
Yep.
and 6-4 down. So you,
I'm thinking Reg Bamford would just run this with a jump shot from pretty much any angle when he plays me. But yeah, I'm not sure he's even got that as an option.
I don't think he has. It looks too tight on that score.
Clear Brown with a stop shot. Smash Greenaway from the boundary. Good start.
Okay,
Good shot.
That's good. So he's. What are we banking on here? We bank it. Nicholas is banking green jaws and pink jumps. Is that his plan?
I think he's going to have a thrash at green.
So it's not on now. So
I think he's going to have a go white at green. And yeah, sometimes
white at green. I'm thinking of white at green and green misses, but or he misses green, which he has.
It's close.
So, yeah.
Right, so we're going to have a decider then. Stu's really stepped up the level and played well in this game.
Yeah, you'd like to think so. Nice smooth stroke here now. Respect the hip. No need to hit this any further than the yard that's necessary. That's it. So a decider in our secondary game. So it gives us an opportunity to. What's that? Stu was just standing in front of the poster at the far end, and been on your screen for the entire game is event sponsor, the Sugar Beach International Croquet Cup.
So Sugar Beach is a resort, a lovely 5-star resort on the island of Mauritius.
In the company of the cup holder. Tell us all about the sponsors event, which takes place on the 30th of March to the 4th of April. Jenny, you're the holder. Tell us how you did it last year.
It's lovely. It is. If anyone's been to Fiji, you can imagine Fiji, but without all the people screaming bula at you at the top of their voice. Bula basically means hello.
Okay.
As soon as you made eye contact with someone, they'd scream at you.
Okay.
So the population is somewhere around about 1 million, just over 1 million. Mauritius is amazing. So it's an island that's off East Africa. It's you've got Madagascar, which is much bigger, and Mauritius is a little dot. It's been owned variously by Portugal, France, and England, and the England takeover was a very amicable, friendly one.
Okay.
But most of the population are actually Indian, largely indentured labour, and most of them are Hindu. So there's this wonderful temple where everybody goes to each year over the period of a week. So
the entire population.
All the Hindu population goes. So half a million people visit it.
Wow.
But yeah, so it's got this beautifully, very gentle, very, very nice population there.
Yeah.
And the staff of the hotel reflect that. Lots of swimming pools, lots of fruit bats flapping around, fantastic facilities, and 2 croquet courts about 20 metres from the sea.
Okay. So there sounds like quite a lot to like.
It's quite nice. Cocktail evenings, nice restaurants.
In the first week of April, 30th of March to the 4th of April, there is a link to the sponsors event in the YouTube comments below what you're watching. So have a look at that, and if you've got the time, the cash, and you shouldn't need any more encouragement than Jenny's given you. Mauritius 2025.
If you've got a partner, bring them along, because many of the Dulwich players went, which is fabulous people, and their partners had a wonderful time. There's hikes, there's a lot to do.
Okay.
Yeah, very nicely run. Anyway, we should go back to this croquet here.
We should. So back with our featured primary balls game.
But if you do enjoy watching and interacting with the Spaniards, there will be a lot of Spaniards there. There were 3 there last time, 2 playing, and they're just lovely. They're just really good fun. So Nicholas is having a think about attending, but he's got a family wedding, I think, on the 6th of April.
Oh, that's not going to work.
If he gets a quick flight home, finishes
what
on
time
the
did we
4th of
say?
April.
4th, you can do that. You can do that.
Good shot. So again, first ball takes position, second ball clears. And so, yeah, Jamie left it all on clearing with that last ball, but another really good 20-yarder. So I was using Andrew Cowing's performance analysis tool, looking at Jamie versus Jose yesterday.
All right, because he was using that when that game that we sat next to him on day one. So I was interested, or day two, interested about that. So what sort of conclusions did that reveal?
Jose's shooting just improved massively from the first match where he missed a lot.
Right.
Now Jamie hit just over 50% of his shots from over 10 yards. And you can look at that very negatively and go, well, he missed half of them. No one hits over 50% of their shots from 10 plus yards. No. And Reg hasn't in any of the things I've done, because over 10 yards, you're talking about 20 yards, 30 yards. Jamie hit a lot of them yesterday. He shot really well.
Right. I see, so over 10 yards means
from a long way
possibly
away.
The other end of the lawn as well.
Yes.
Okay, so there's,
That was a bit lucky. He hit the middle of the wire and spun around.
Yeah. So that's,
this looks difficult.
This looks difficult because this is a...
See, he's on the line to the corner one flag, so that's when you tend to start thinking things are pretty marginal.
Andres for a jump. There's nothing to be lost here, really.
Nice tidy technique he got. Yeah, even if you nudge it through, you've not much disadvantage.
Which he has, and I'm not quite sure how clean a stroke Red has got.
Yeah.
Yeah, the replay of that, it was...
quite unlucky there.
He was unlucky. Look at what's on the replay again.
He's just a little bit too low when he's reached the middle of the jaws of the hoop.
Yeah.
So the line's perfect.
Yeah. That was a good line, because that was tough. There wasn't much margin for error there.
So yeah, Red doesn't have a clean shot up, but Black won't either.
So how good's Jamie's first approach? Looks a little conservative. It's not bad, though. You've got to be quite happy with that. It's rolled on, hasn't it?
Yeah, he's running that.
Yeah, that's good enough.
But yeah, I think Blue needs to shoot at something here. Or at least make sure 100% he gets north of yellow, because he's playing for the block here. This is looking like a really good shot.
That does look like a good shot. Wow. You get an applause for that one.
So yeah, maybe a bit too aggressive wanting to shoot.
He didn't get an applause from a single person apart from us, Jenny. Are they not watching? Crikey, that was a good shot.
They might be on a different line and might be able to see yellow having a shot, but I think it's very good.
Yeah, it might look better from where we are. So Jamie's got not a lot with Red, and Jesso's makes life difficult for Andres. Is Andres going to go jumping over the top of this? Tricky from within the hoop. What's he doing? He's going to have a look and see how the balls lie down the other end, so he's got a better view than we have. Got my chair caught in. That's it. Just got my chair caught in the rug we're sitting on. It's very nice, isn't it? They're giving us a spongy rug to sit on.
Nice for your feet on it, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So
it looks like he's got something to shoot at, even with Red in front.
Yeah, so
you can't leave something for this to shoot at, and I'm sure Jamie wouldn't have.
Because you've got to go over the...
Can't really play a jump shot because you can't get your mallet onto him, can you?
He's got a little bit of an angle. So
this would be a super shot.
He's going to get over the top of Red. He'll try and get something down there. Well, that slowed his ball down. Just misses the yellow.
So, yeah, I guess you've got to conclude that Red went too far forward there to give him anything to think about.
Yeah. So looks like Jamie's got a clear shot of the hoop. Looking at the monitor, there's a better line than we've got.
That's why they didn't play.
Yeah.
And he's run
there it is. Yes.
So the Egyptians will often leave a ball there like yellow is and play blue up, because partly they're trying to distract you. So blue's trying to block, but it's also a distraction, trying to talk you into maybe not taking the hoop off.
Yeah.
Or if you're of a nervous disposition, talk you into being a bit nervy and failing the hoop because you've twisted your hands and looked up.
Yeah, the other ball breathing down your neck.
I played a local member, I think she might be the club president or captain or something, Lynn Piercy, last year, and I kept trying to do that. I thought, She'd have a ball there. I'll just put a wee distraction up and try and talk her out of running the hoop.
Yeah.
She was having none of it. So yes, certainly for the weaker player as well, take your hoop on.
There's different ways to do it. I was always quite a big one for putting in a worrier.
Yeah.
Put in a worrier that says, yeah, go on then, have a go at the hoop if you think you're good enough. It's a tough one for you. I'm quite prepared to let you have a go, but all the while, you know that I've got a hoop shot when you fail.
Yeah, when you fail,
I'm running it. So good luck with that. And it works quite often.
Yeah, what you got to do in response is just go, I'm not bothered. I can run this hoop.
I can run this hoop. Yeah. Meanwhile, Jamie 2-0 up. Okay, well, this is a measure of how of the level of croquet we're playing at. So
I want to snuggle here.
So Jamie's just played what's that? I don't know, 17-yard clearance. He's missed by not much, and disappointed with it. So the players are expecting to hit these things, So
it does frustrate me when I'm watching weaker players and they take a shot at a ball and they miss it by a foot or two, and they're just like, oh yeah, I knew that would happen.
Yes,
You've got some standards.
You've got to believe in every stroke you take. You've got to believe it's going to work without being ridiculous and taking on something that is where your conversion percentage is not high enough to have tried it in the first place.
Yes.
I
thought this one that Blue had a nice position to just roll up into the back of Red and not let Red have anything. It was a good spot for a snuggle.
Yeah.
Especially given Jamie's such a good shot, it's very hard to hide. But he's been lucky. Jamie's missed. We've got a match result over on. We've got 2 match results
over on court 1.
On court 1.
Okay, so on the which scoreboard was which? So
that's JP there. The English captain has been beaten by the Spanish number 1, Jose Riva. So Jose has won 7-6, 7-4.
There we have. And the secondary balls was Aston and Patricio. Aston was 1-0 up. Yep. So he must have won the second game as well.
Aston's now 2-0 up.
It's 2-0. So he's won that one.
Tim Murphy's wonderful croquet scores is about to tell us the score.
Yes. So
there we go. Aston won the second game 7-2. So quite a convincing victory.
So so this afternoon's matches with the Test match already won by England 14-7. England have now extended their lead in the Test match to the additional two matches.
Nope.
And we're
1-1.
1-1.
Jose. Oh,
so Jose won that one. Yeah, I've written it in wrong, idiot. Okay, so it's 15-8.
15-8, but I think we can add another one and make it 16-8. Looks like Manuel Alvarez Salas taking the match 7-6, 7-5 against Ewan Burridge.
Okay, so he's won that 2-0.
Now Manuel's been playing very, very well. Ewan's been playing well as well.
So now we're 15-9, is that right?
Yes.
15-9.
I wonder if they'll move any of the deciders. Do you think they'll fiddle with the lawns?
They might.
Nice clearance from Andrews. Lawn 1's completely free now. Lawn 2's got the primary games, it's only 2-1 to England, so it's in early stages, and the secondary game, the decider's yet to start, so
they might switch them over. I'm kind of disappointed if they do. I think I'd be inclined to keep it on here just for the sake of the live streaming. We've got much better coverage on this court.
Yeah.
So.
And we want to be able to watch both the games at once.
Indeed.
Big shot from Jamie, because if he can score this, he has a good lead. Didn't hit it very hard, I didn't think.
No, he didn't. No, he's not sent Blue a long way, has he? So Blue's got a good position to come back in here.
So maybe not really backing himself 100% to run this hoop. It's quite a long hoop with Red.
Red's trying to get on Red's line, and
It's a good
has
shot.
not quite managed it, but Jamie's looking at this pretty confidently.
This is the hoop, isn't
Yeah,
it?
this is the hoop shot. He's I'm worried by the presence of blue. His shooting's been super
This is
all
very
weekend.
good hoop runner.
And there's another
Great
one.
shot.
Simple as that.
3-1 England.
3-1 England.
But Andrews can pull us back because he's on one of these odd numbered hoops.
Yes. So here we got the 3-1, and your favourite to take 6 or 5 and 6, aren't you really? Or 5 certainly, and if you can be controlled about it, 6 as well.
It's just there's this relatively short clearance. It's maybe 11 or 12 yards, but that's short. I do like these longish positions. It's not so much a feature when you've got firm ground and there's quadway hoops, but you've got a ball there, and if they clear you, they're nowhere near the hoop.
Yeah.
If they leave you, you're probably going to run the hoop. Jamie is just going to run the hoop.
Andrew's marking this spot. That's a tricky one, isn't it? You mark the spot, then you've got to go back to your own ball.
And you turn around and you go, where was it?
Where was it? And you fall over your ball. That's tricky. But he's got the spot marked. That's not bad. Just a bit short, I think. Yellow
He
comes,
is
yellow
well
comes to
short,
the middle.
yeah.
Look at the monitors. Giving us a much better view.
I'm on the line.
Oh, you're on the line.
I'm
You've
on
got
the
it better
line.
still.
I can see what's going on.
Oh, the centre of the ball.
Lovely
Jamie.
shot.
That is a lovely shot, isn't it?
So Toby's well in control in game 2 over there.
Having been on the end of a reasonable score in the first game, was he? 7-3 in the first game.
7-3, yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he was
6-2
5-0 down, wasn't he? So 7-3's.
Now 7-2 up.
So Toby's on the decider as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do hope they play these deciding games out. I think they will.
I think they will. I think they do. What's the time in the rest of the world rather than croquet time?
Time in the rest of the world is 3:42
In England, at least.
in England.
Yeah.
All close. And yeah, lots of people would clear blue. Jamie's just going to run this hoop.
He's going to run the hoop. So, unfazed by the presence of blue at hoop 4. Similar scenario at hoop 5. A bit further away, but confidence high running hoops.
Looks like they're leaving.
Play.
Aw.
What about? Yeah.
Opponents complains about my face on the cameras.
Well, fair enough.
We want you on here. We want you on here. So we're just talking off mic here to Stu Smith, who's informed us the secondary games going to move to Court 1, which is good for them, I suppose. They're not double banked, but not so good for us with our media coverage. So sorry about that, everyone.
Bit of a shame for the players because when this match finishes, they'd get the full focus of all the cameras to
Indeed.
see them play.
Yeah. And we're halfway through this game.
So very nice jump
That's
from Andrews.
unfortunate. Yeah.
Just a little blink from Jamie. Hit it into the wire. He's hit a couple into the wire actually. Hoop 1, he actually smacked it centrally into the wire and it rolled around into the jaws. So 3-2 to Spain. Oh, 3-2 to England, sorry.
3-2 to
2
England.
points to Spain. Quite an exciting event going on in association croquet in Eastbourne. It's the Cowhorn. You've got McRobertson Shield players, well, current world champion Robert Fulford playing.
I was playing in that, is it?
Yep,
Oh,
and you've got
good on.
multiple McRobertson Shield player David Moore also playing in that. And the final is between Gabrielle Higgins and Robin Brown.
Right, so somebody's had some big wins there.
So it's game all between Gabs and Robin at the moment.
Uh-huh.
Somebody has had some big wins.
So who did for the Fletcher?
Robert Fulford it is playing. So
Sorry, I beg your pardon. I misunderstood. I misheard.
I might have said it incorrectly.
Okay. So who took Mr. Fulford out?
So that red must be perfect if he's shooting. Oh, that was
crikey, you
close.
found a gap.
Found
The gap between the two. There can't have been much to look at to go for there.
So yes, yesterday Gabrielle beat Robert Fulford 26 TP 0
Did she?
and 26 TP 23.
Very good.
So Chris has suggested perhaps Rob was having a go at a sextuple, practicing for the Opens that are coming up.
Okay.
But fabulous for Gabrielle.
Yes, well done, Gabrielle.
And she's game all with Robin in the best of 3 final.
Okay, so you're not listening, Gabrielle, but if you play this back, congratulations to you.
Yes, and
There you
good
go.
luck in the last
There we are.
game.
Indeed. There we are.
We've
Thank
got
you.
left.
So yeah, we've got three games left. Someone's just asking quite reasonably. We've got three games that are left in these matches that are still live. So we've got Stuart Smith and Nicholas Denizo. These are all 1-1 at the moment. They've just started on Lawn 1, just been relocated from Lawn 2. We've got Toby Savage versus Juan Hojeda, which is on Lawn 3, which Toby's just clawed back and won 7-2, having lost 7-3. And we've got our feature match, which is Jamie Birch, who's 3-2 up against Andres Alvarez Sala, Spanish captain.
So those two other games have, one's just started, Toby hasn't yet. See, we've got...
Yeah, Toby may be the last to finish
He
tonight.
may be the last to finish now. We've got good 50 minutes action, I should say, at least, from when Toby starts. Could be. We'll see how close their game is going to be. But anyway, back to our featured one.
I wonder if Andres was trying to run the hoop from there, do you
I
think?
don't know what it was. No, yeah, it was... yeah, he could have been, because he didn't have a lot to see, did he? So this is a Jamie for 4-2. I think Jamie's hoop running has been the best of everybody that we've seen.
Yes,
He's
he's
been-
failed a couple of hoops here or been a bit dodgy, but
But
he's run them well.
He's looked smooth and confident in front of the hoop a lot. Hasn't he?
Been
So,
superb in the angled
yeah.
hoops as well. So take this on, don't want to chance your arm at something being blocked or snuggled or just rushed into corner 3. We have to play these guys next week, Chris.
We do. So who are you partnering in the
Mr. Stephen
doubles?
Mulliner.
Are you? Oh right, that's Are you top seeds? Surely.
No.
You're not?
I can't remember what the seeding is for that. No, there's some of the very good. Some of them, these pairs are playing as well.
Okay. Was Red playing with Toby? Was that a previous year?
Okay,
So,
look, the draw for the British Open doubles doesn't come out till tomorrow, till this test series is finished and entered.
So it's a reason for that is it's all done on the current rankings. The rankings, these games have to be added into the results of these games have to be added into the rankings, and then we call it a draw, but it's not a draw really. It's worked out statistically on your ranking position. For those familiar with tournament management, there's a striping of the blocks to where you you put people in a kind of zigzag pattern, which keeps both blocks as even as possible.
Makes it quite hard with 2 blocks to get an even draw because, if you do it as one might expect, you end up with one half slightly stronger. But I believe everyone but JP of the English players here is playing in the doubles.
Yes, JP said he's going home for a couple of days. Got a
Change a few nappies.
a new child, so do a bit of father duty at the other end of the country, and then come all the way back again. So JP's missing the doubles, and coming back for the singles, of course.
Pleased to see these English players playing rather than just sitting on their laurels as well.
Yes, yeah, you want to be seeing them in action a lot, don't you? So,
Don't think we've got any strong Spaniards. We've got a couple of Spaniards near the bottom of the seedings.
well, there's a couple that live in England, so I would expect them to find it logistically easier.
It's Angel Nunes and
And
I'm not sure the relation of the other Nunes.
No, I'm not sure.
So what we've seen here, Jamie's just been really unlucky. He's cleared blue, but it's barreled onto red and sent a ball red away.
So he's had a couple of those, didn't he? Because he had one earlier on with
Yes.
a bombard onto the opponent's ball, and an important one hung around, and the less important one disappeared. So
yeah, nice wee promotion that we've seen. You don't often see players promoting from one hoop to the next because it's generally the wrong thing to do.
yeah,
Although Stu did that a bit last year, I saw him, was very good at it. But yeah, just nudging partner in front. So Jamie has to hit this, otherwise another good chance for Andrews to try and catch up those 2 points.
yes. No, that's a miss. So that 4-2 down. Andres is going to try and nail this one. Not too hard, but nicely smooth down, and try and judge the wire that he's going to take. Inevitably going to take at that angle.
Hit it far too hard.
Hit it far too hard, and he's gone off the south boundary. So yeah, he wants to be sure to score, but it's difficult to judge, isn't it? You're going to take a lot of. But he did half wallop that one.
But you're behind. You actually want to put a bit more effort into getting position. He's kind of lucky. He's got quite a lot of wire, so that reduces the area a wee bit. I feel that Jamie can play into. Knowing Jamie, he goes so far north of these. I think he can go a bit closer.
Yeah.
Well, it's rolled on a bit. It's not bad there, is it?
It's not bad, but that's now a challenging hoop shot, isn't it, rather than a gimme.
Yeah.
So Andres is not compromised by his position. I wondered if he might be a bit wide behind hoop 7, but no, that's a good shot.
Oh, they're both going to have a look at this though. That might be protecting yellow.
Can't see on the monitors, no help to us. So
He doesn't look impressed.
no, he's got a good position, but yellow's still open. I think that says, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think that blue might be blocking black shot at yellow as the.
Oh,
the
is that?
concern.
This I see where black
It's
is.
the sort of line they
Well,
both wanted
we've
to.
got pillars holding up the the roof of the veranda here, and
And good thing too.
right, yes, but right in my eye line. So I lost black for a while.
Right, so red's played into a perfectly reasonable position. See if Andrews can actually hit yellow. I'm not really sure what he's got to see here. He's got nothing. He's just rolling that ball in. Interesting. He nudged it into his partner ball. We may have managed to get in the way of Jamie, but Jamie's just got a free shot at the hoop.
Jamie's got a free shot. And
Just gently maintaining his lead here.
And again,
Nice
nice
hoop.
and smooth, enough momentum to get it through, even though it took lots and lots of wire on both sides. It's good.
I think he's chuckling a bit at the quality of that hoop shot.
That's a nicely weighted stroke from Andres.
Very
That
good shot.
is absolutely well. It's half a ball more than plumb. So
And Jamie has gone, no, this one can run up comfortably. We need to clear it.
We need
have
to
two
clear it
goes.
straight away. And he's got a sufficient nudge in this to the south boundary. It's still a hoop shot, but
Identical to what we saw in the previous
it
in
was.
the first
Yeah,
game.
it's been quite a lot of mirroring.
So Toby's kicked off, Stu's well underway, so they're playing all the matches out to their conclusion, which is excellent.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. So another score from the cowbell.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's the cowbell, the consolation event.
The cowbell. So Nigel Polhill, 26 TPE, took to Robert Fulford's 12. So Nigel Polhill will be.
See if Middlesex let him play in the next counties then.
So well done, Nigel. Red just winging blue, not enough.
Red just went blue, but black's still got the hoop before one, so. Goodness.
Andres turns down the hoop shot in favour of clearing the yellow.
Well, I'm not a fan of that, to be honest, looking at the angle that blue's at. We've got a bit of a view from the camera.
Well,
Black's
he's down the game. He's got black
yeah.
down the game. I think that's a good gamble, because that's a good. What's that? 20, more than 20-yard clearance.
Yeah. I just fancied him running his hoop from there. He was right in front of it.
Well, he was right in front of it, but whoops! Steady where you walk backwards. Don't walk back on the croquet lawn, Jamie. Nearly went backwards into the the stop board.
It's a good rule of thumb: do not walk backwards on a croquet lawn. There's hoops, there's balls.
No, that's right. Gentleman at our club did exactly that. Took a very nasty gash in his leg. Afternoon, Mike. Won't embarrass you by telling everybody your surname, but good to see you back playing.
Missed that.
But you did have to have a lot of time off, and you lost some valuable croquet time by walking backwards on the croquet lawn.
Oh yeah, he has to run this now that he's taken that line of play.
He does. He's so.
Oh, it's not too angled, is it?
No, I think he's got this. So he's going to be looking for a good landing after this hoop run. And that came through at a funny angle, didn't it?
A horrific angle.
Yeah. So one would normally expect that to come off the far wire and go over near on Black's line, but it must have taken a good rattle to go through to get there.
So yeah, anyone who thinks the ball has to come out at a mirrored angle to that which it goes in
there's your example.
There's your proof.
Yeah.
I thought he played that really well in terms of pace as well. He's really unlucky where that's ended up.
Yeah. So now to take closer position and trusting himself to clear red with blue, which so this gets him right back into the game. So he's been 2 hoops down. This is where he claws it back to a level score.
Well, more than claws it back if he hits the middle of red as well.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, that's true enough. If he collects the middle of red, then he's in a favoured position for 11, of course. Yeah.
So you just want to hit this at moderate pace because you want to hit the middle of it.
This is your story you were telling us earlier on, wasn't it? Doing 2 things with this ball: clearing red and not getting such a bad result on blue.
Hit that too hard.
He did. There was no need to hit it that hard.
I guess he wanted to absolutely make sure of red, even if he didn't get a central contact. But you're behind. You're behind. You're trying to do a little bit more with things. He's going to be crossing everything that Jamie misses this.
Meanwhile, on the other courts, Toby and Juan are still fighting over the first hoop. Stu Smith and Nicholas Denzio are competing for the second hoop, and unfortunately I can't see the scoreboard.
Got a score in our way, haven't we?
The gentleman operating the scoreboard is from our angle only, so I can't blame him, he's got to sit somewhere.
Grateful for his efforts, yeah.
Grateful for his efforts from our angle, he's doing us no favours, but for other people further along the bit.
So Jamie looked really disappointed with that. I don't know if it was because it was close or just he didn't feel he got a good contact, but we are 5-all, and you know, Andres is in quite good nick here. Still quite fancy just rolling this into position though. Black's close enough.
Black's close enough. If red takes on black, he can't really do much with it, can he? Can he help him out?
Yeah, and if blue clears yellow, then it's just all evens again. That's a good shot. It's a good option.
Yeah, I think so.
And it's putting pressure on Jamie. Jamie's missed a couple of shots, and he's suddenly going, oh, I'm not enjoying this.
Red's got enough pace to not quite get there actually. Or was he trying for the block on Andre's shot on
Probably
yellow?
wants
Maybe.
the block as well, but you need your second prize to be
you
being
need
in
your
front.
second ball out in there. So Andre's to clear yellow. Big prize here if he gets this.
Yeah,
And he has.
it's a good shot.
That is a good shot. So all of a sudden Andres,
And that was a good one for Andrews to smash.
yeah, you need lots of distance back.
Yeah.
So Jamie now under pressure from 5-3 up. He's got to hit the blue. Andres is scoring surely. If he doesn't,
Yeah, be disappointed the side he got, but really good shot. Oh, quick apology to Jamie, is just having a quick look at where things were.
so Jamie Birch at 14 yards.
Yeah, when you put it that way, it feels to me like he's hitting.
Yeah.
Not looking comfortable, is he?
No, he's having more swings than normal. But he's got it though, so that's a big hit, isn't it?
That was really important.
That was, yeah. Blue's got to come back, know where it can go comfortably, really. He's got to go, what's he got to do with it? He's going deeper than red, is he?
Deep, yeah. I don't
He's
think
gotta
red
go.
can run it. I think we've got no angle for red.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, the worst thing was
So that's...
That suggests red can run it going there.
there's a lot
Yeah.
to do in those last 2 days.
So
Oh no, where he's standing's not too bad.
Jamie's looking at the hoop, so what have we got angle-wise on the monitor? It's hard to see with the monitor with the light on it.
Oh, that's not too bad up there.
I think it's
worse.
better. I think red's better than you thought it was.
And he's the man I'd back to run it of everyone here.
He's... Oh, that's not good. That's an in-off, isn't it? That's an in-off. That's an in-off for blue.
I'm not sure if blue's got the angle for the in-off. Yellow has. The blue might be a wee bit straight there.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we're getting these funny contacts where it's hitting the wires and it's just rolling solidly onto the mid-level wire. I hate those. So black's going to try and play up into jumping position here.
That's
good
really good. Unless it's hard. We've got a foreshortened view, but it looks like he's got enough room to get up and over it, isn't it?
Yeah, watching it, looking at it on the monitor, there seems to be quite a good gap.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If we
Yes.
squint.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, that black's
Production
good.
folks zooming
Thank
in
you.
to help us. Thank you.
And not only
everybody.
that, but the
Yeah.
angle that black's on, there's very little red can do about it.
And we did it purely because
Almost tempting to have a go at this in-off, I think. A bit ugly if you clear red,
Yeah.
but I don't think red
We've
can
got
do
a great
anything.
we've got a great shot on this. So
Yeah, I fancy the in-off.
hard to know what line he's taken. I think he's taken it on. That looks like that's what he's doing. Just in off his own ball. So big gain, lots to win, lots to lose. What's he got?
Great.
He got it. Well done. Yes, a bit of a clench fist there from Jamie, and a big smile, and he got one back from Andres. That's nice.
Yeah.
Well done. So 6-5.
Here we go, got a replay coming here. Oh no.
Have we got a replay? Yes, here it comes. Oh,
No, that's
sure.
okay.
Okay.
But yeah, you notice that Jamie didn't hit that too hard. It wasn't a thrash, it was a smooth shot hit in the correct direction.
I imagine it would be.
So I'd like to see a hoop 13. I'm not sure the English would. This has been an excellent match, hasn't it?
It has. This one has been really.
Not being a junior doctor, I think, is a good idea.
Lots of noises off. I don't know how much you can pick up. There's a huge event with lots of cheering and squealing behind us.
Yeah, it was sports day at the school the other day when I was playing golf with
was
David.
that what it
so
was?
I think we might be doing that again.
Yeah. Well, it's Sunday though, is it?
It is Sunday.
Sunday.
Oh, these posh private schools,
Yeah, could be. Could be a sports day.
24/7 learning.
Okay, so Jamie to sort out blue or run the hoop even. No, it's running the hoop. That was a hoop shot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Good effort. Isn't it?
Yeah, that was. So looks like
So what are you doing here, Chris? Are you going to
Looks
clear
like-
red?
I'm clearing red. I think I'm clearing red. I need 2 hoops, don't I?
If
So
you're clearing red, go and look at that spot on the boundary where hoop 1 wires red from black, because that's your best chance of a wire. Look at the spot and then aim for it.
Chris and I would talk about this earlier on, and the options you have for going to hoop 13
Yes.
as the second ball, and how unfavourable it is. And I'd been working on about a 1 in 5 if I'm going second. Chris reckons it alters a little bit depending on the interaction you think you're likely to get. So on a slow court where taking position is easy, then 1 to 5, you're winning 4 out of 5 by going first. Put it that way. You're losing you're only winning 1 out of 5 if you're going second. So as a result of that, I'm messing about a lot at hoop 12. I'm probably losing hoop 12 rather than going up there second.
I win more than 1 out of 5, but yeah.
But Chris was saying on a court where it's more difficult to take position,
Much more even, isn't it?
Then it's much more even. So maybe we're going on the 1 in 3 here. So no option anyway. He's going to take the hoop on. This for 6-all. And we're getting our hoop 13 contest. So full money's worth for all of you who are watching this, of course, for free.
Indeed.
So there is no money's worth.
The internet works on advertising.
That's true. So advertising or not, probably a last
Was that
opportunity.
drifting? No, he's okay. That's a good shot. It's a really good shot.
Advertising or not, probably a last opportunity to mention our sponsor, the Sugar Beach International Croquet Tournament in Mauritius.
And Croquet and Cocktails.
And Croquet and Cocktails as well. That's still, because they're the co-sponsors, that's true.
Yep.
Corporate entertainment company run by
By Duncan Catterall.
By Duncan Catterall.
It's a great concept. So he rocks
is.
up with a full cocktail bar and the croquet equipment.
Croquet. So
it just brings the party to you.
So look up that Croquet and Cocktails, and also the Sugar Beach International Croquet Cup in Mauritius. How about that for croquet? On the 30th of March to the 4th of April 2025. What else would you rather be doing in the first week in April if you're English? Being here or in Mauritius.
And I should point out the croquet is only about 3 days, so several of the days are just enjoying a beautiful 5-star resort.
There you go. So says Jenny, who's the champion of that event, and will be the main draw to attract you all to go this year. Early 2025.
Right,
So
3 good shots up to 13.
3 good shots at 13. Andrews to make it, hopefully make it 4. Having to think about what he's doing here. You're hitting red, aren't you? It's a big shot at red.
Hitting yellow. Yellow's next to play.
You're hitting yellow. Sorry, hitting
That's
yellow.
right.
Idiot. Hitting yellow.
Although,
Oh no, he's just going to get in the mix.
the notable thing about yellow's position is yellow's a bit angled and it can clear blue to nowhere. That is a total disaster. That is unfortunately losing.
Yeah.
So yeah, yellow can't clear blue to anywhere notable. If you hit yellow, yellow can smash blue down here.
Yeah,
red
that's a
for a
good
shot.
point. Yeah, okay.
Lots
So
of things you need to think about because it's very
You
easy
do.
to see from back here looking at all the balls.
But I'm looking at the monitor, and yellow's a lot better than I thought it was. It's angled, but look at it on the monitor view. It's running the hoop,
Well,
and it's running the hoop anyway now because
red's got a free go at the
red's
hoop
got
after
free go as well. So
And if you're feeling
Yeah.
nervous, yellow in the jaws wins as well.
Yeah.
Just a disaster.
yeah,
Feel for Andrus there. That's just bad luck,
just
really.
snuggling up against his own ball. That's horrid, isn't it?
Shows the power of a snuggle.
Yeah,
Those balls
that's
are
true. I
paralysed.
was saying that earlier on. And Jamie running that all day, hats off, and yeah, good camaraderie between the two there. That was a really good and close match, and I think they both appreciated it. We certainly did. So another match win for England, which takes the test score to 16-9, with two matches still in progress. Unfortunately, not on our featured lawn.
Maybe they could move them
featured
over for us.
court. Nevertheless, so we got Toby Savage over on court 3, which is to our right, and he's 2-0 down to Juan Ojeda in their decider. And on court 1, we've got Stu Smith playing against Nicholas Denzio, also at 1 game all, and
Something a bit
they're
funny
playing
going
hoop
on.
6, I think. They're playing hoop 6, and I might just have to change position so I can go and have a read of the scoreboard over there.
Yeah.
I'll be back in a moment. Excuse me.
3-1 is it? Who to? He's telling us it's 3-1, but isn't it out to Stewart? So England leading 3-1. So we've got a couple of scores missing from croquet scores. Jose Riva has beaten John Paul Mobley 7-6, 7-4. And Toby and Juan Ojeda are game all at the moment. So actually it is... Hey,
Oh,
well,
so noise is off. We're just saying cheerio to
congratulations today.
Pepe Riva. Pepe's making an exit. Planes to catch. I just left the commentary position to go and check out the score of Stu Smith's game, and Stu is 4-1 up against Nicholas Denzio, and looking like he's just hidden himself in front of hoop 6 with his green ball from Nicholas behind the hoop. Nicholas is going through the hoop too hard.
Yeah, brown sort of peg high, a little bit south of the peg. So
Oh, okay. So Stu Smith's in a strong position there, 4-1 up, and probably favourite to win that hoop as well.
yeah, so the match score now is 16-9.
16-9. Yep.
Yep.
That's it.
So we've got Jose's won that match. Where are we? Yeah, so Jose's won the match with JP, and Juan and Toby are game all.
That's it. Okay. Oh, Duncan Catterall, we were just telling you about a moment ago, with his croquets and cocktails, and also the man behind the Sugar Beach tournament sponsoring today's event, has just reported that Toby's won, done a two hoops in one stroke. Which hoops was it, Duncan? 3 and 4. Hoops 3 and 4 in one stroke, which brings Toby back into the game because he was 2-0 down and
2-0
2-2.
to 2-all straight
2-0
away.
to 2-2 in one streak. So there we are. Oh, one shook his hand and well done. That's good. So again, the whole thing's been played in such an excellent spirit.
So I feel Nicholas's confidence has faded since Stu started playing well in game 2, and not only is it Stu playing better, but I think Nicholas's head's down a bit as well.
And
He's
so,
struggling a bit.
yeah, so Stu ran hoop 6 while we were talking with Pepe there a moment ago. So Stu Smith is now 5-0 up, 5-1 up against Nicholas Denzio over on court 1, which is to our left as we look at it. So we've got games to our extreme left and extreme right, and nothing right in front of us, which is a shame. So let's have a look, see our commentary, our production team. Which one are we going on to? We're looking at we're featuring the Stu Smith game.
Yeah. So we're featuring
That's slightly further ahead than Toby's game.
Stu Smith v Nicholas, and probably just a wee bit quicker as well. To
Yeah,
progress.
and we can see the score. The lads have got they can see the scoreboard. So yeah, it's 5-1 to Stuart, and this will be Stuart. He's won both his games. In fact, both England players won both their games yesterday. So
Yes.
this is both Stuart and Toby going for a hat trick in that respect.
Yeah, and Stu and Toby have been doubles partners, so they really have performed well for England this week. They've lost one doubles match, and they've in good nick. Well, Toby's got a battle on his hands in game 3. Stu is cruising forward, 5-1, but things can turn against you. I think Reg Bamford won the Golf Croquet World Champs from 6-2 down in the decider.
He did. If anybody, if you want some good viewing, okay, spoiler alert, he wins 6-6-2, but final game of 5 in the World Championships of around about 10 years ago now, I think it probably was, in Egypt. How to play from 6-2 down, and particularly how to play hoops 12 and 11.
Right.
And the flick off that Reg got, and I remember he was interviewed not long after that, and said that at one point he realised he had 3 shots to win the World Championship, having come back from 6-2 down in the final game.
That's quite good.
And he gets the peach of all flick-offs up to hoop 13, and then still had a lot to do to score hoop 12.
Okay.
And then ran 13 from the boundary to win.
Very nice.
And he had to feel for his opponent. That was
Ahmed.
it was
Nas.
Ahmed, wasn't it? Ahmed, who was just flat on his back. He was 6-2 up,
Yeah, I've
and,
won.
And I've won. I've got this. My name's on half on the trophy,
Yeah.
and then to lose. But yeah.
I've seen a very good example of that also by someone with a lot less power. So Duncan Dixon of New Zealand playing in a Trans-Tasman's, New Zealand-Australia. It comes down to the final game of the final match of the final test, because we used to play 3 test series, and he got down something like 5-1 or 6-1 to Pete Landry, and he hit every single shot, not only dead in the middle, but at the perfect pace.
Right.
And he probably hit about 30 shots in the middle at the perfect pace.
Wow.
It was just incredible to watch. So you don't get to watch that. It's pre-video.
I was going to say, can we tune into that one? That's pre-video.
I think we've got some text commentary on croquet scores of me going, oh my goodness, he's done that, and he's hit that, and he's hit that again. And Pete had maybe 2 shots to win the match from boundaries, but nothing else. It was just brilliant.
So we can't relive that one. But if you can find the Reg Bamford World Championship one, if anybody knows which year it was, perhaps you'd put that, whilst you've got access, put that in your comments on the bottom of the YouTube, and if you can give us a YouTube link to it, that would, everybody can tune in and just spool forward to the last 20 minutes of that video,
And just check
and enjoy that.
check out the atmosphere as well.
Yes, the amphitheatre of the floodlit croquet in Egypt.
10 years. Whew.
Was it 10 years?
2017.
2017. Ah, okay.
No, 2017 was in Victorian Croquet Centre.
I reckon it was 10 years ago. Because
I reckon you're right, it was 2013.
yeah, it was Nick Chambers was, I think, possibly filming it. I don't know. And if you're listening, Nick, good afternoon to you and Howard and your families.
But yeah, and also, if you're considering croquet, obviously we've got the Sugar Beach International Croquet Cup in Mauritius. The other event that's interesting to play if you're a reasonably high-level croquet player, because otherwise you will get crunched, is to go to Egypt, the Cairo Open. It is fantastic. It's just spectacular atmosphere there.
Right.
And you get treated so well by the Egyptians.
I've never done it, so that's one to look forward to one day.
It's one to give a go to, Chris. I really think you should.
Okay.
Oh, he hasn't hit that very well.
So missed everything there, Stu. I missed who scored.
Felt to me like he hit the top of it.
Yeah, who scored hoop 7? Do we know?
6-1.
Oh, we got the score on the
Stuart Smith.
Good.
6-1 up.
6-1 up. So he's got to work hard to win this hoop, but as you said earlier, it's cruising that match.
Yep.
Or that game and match.
Oh, he gets this clearance in the middle, that's all on again. It's anyone's. On lawn 3, Toby is currently 4-2 down.
He's dropped two hoops again, has he? So
Yeah.
So he's had his golden moment. He got back level with his 2 hoops in one stroke.
Hoops 1 and 2 to Juan, hoops 3 and 4 to Toby in one stroke, hoops 5 and 6 to Juan. And now Toby is in front of hoop 7, but he's played well. He must have blocked that.
Yeah.
So Juan's cleared white, but that wasn't the ball he needed to clear. So Toby's got a 2-footer dead straight, hoop 7 to maybe bring it back to 4.
Maybe back. Yeah, that's right. What can he get on this?
Okay,
He's checking the solidity of the hoop. He's now leaning on it, so the hoop's got no chance. That's a solid hoop now. Toby's just put his full weight on that.
brought all of Toby onto it, and back on one, the game that we've been following. Stu's done a super job. He's taken position rather tight at that all-important hoop 9.
Forcing Nicholas to have a go at that with the first ball.
I say all-important, but he's 6-2 up. This is just showing us how good he is now.
Referee Francis coming on to put that ball back on the court before the next ball's played.
That's a bit of an effort at blocking, I think. Not sure where White is.
White's still.
I wonder if he's got that.
He could have done, because White's. Yeah, well, it's hard to see past all the pillars, but White's over in corner 1, more or less.
Yeah, it's sort of on the south boundary. I think it ran the hoop.
Yeah, so Brown's got to be close to blocking Green.
Brown's probably in play.
Nicholas has missed, so this is Stu for his game, match, and hat-trick of singles victories.
Yep, for 5 out of 6.
Yeah.
5 out of 6 matches.
5 out of 6 matches, including his doubles.
Yeah, 3 out of 3 singles.
So.
Try not to jinx him.
Yeah, indeed. So Stu from less than the yard, and he's got that. Leaves his mallet behind.
Pleased.
He's very pleased with that, I'm sure. A big man. So
He's loved this. He's had such a good time.
he has had a good time. He's played well and absolutely loved it. So it was 16-9. It's now 17-9 with just Toby Savage's game to go. Can Toby do the same as his doubles partner and pull this singles back to get his hat-trick of singles victories?
So Toby's in a bit of trouble. He's 4-3 down.
4-3 down, and
Juan isn't.
Juan has got a good brown, which I don't know if Pink can see.
Yeah, so Juan's in front of hoop 8. Pink's on the south boundary. We're not sure if Pink can see Brown. Not sure where Green's got to. Might have been cleared by Green.
So We'll never know if he was going for brown or the hoop, but the hoop felt it.
Hit the middle of the wire of the
He did
hoop.
hit the middle of the wire of hoop 8. So we've got Nick Yates on the camera beside us, Roehampton member and no mean tidy player himself.
Yeah, and from the women's croquet perspective, I'm sorry to report, but congratulations to Robin Brown, who's beaten Gabrielle Higgins 26-0 to take the cow horn this year.
Okay,
But yeah, fantastic effort, Gabs.
well done, Gabs, and well done, Robin.
Yep,
So
good results for both of them.
Robin's a member of a neighbouring club of mine. I don't know that he plays there that much, but he's a member of a Blueberry Club. So anybody that's listening in from Blueberry Club, a victory for one of your own there.
I feel Robin should be playing for Oxfordshire, so not sure why he isn't.
I don't know who he does play for. He plays for Berkshire, doesn't he? Plays for
Berkshire.
Berkshire in the we're talking the AC here.
Not sure who plays for in the Gulf croquet counties.
I don't think he does. And he's a potential recruit for our Oxfordshire team.
It's a possibility, yeah.
It's a possibility.
After my woeful performance last year, you might not need me. See if we can get Charlie Sharp there.
We definitely need you. So one game to go. Francis Coleman joins us at the back. Come and say hello, Francis. Come and say hello. So, match referee, I'm just going to leave my seat for a moment and let Francis sit alongside Jenny.
Okay, and then you can go and referee.
I'll go and referee if I have to. How about that?
Yeah. Well, Chris Roberts is my able assistant, but he's basically been doing mostly commentating. And but I did send him to Court 4 yesterday, so he could keep out of the way.
So I did overhear Frances giving Chris instructions this morning, so she is very much in charge.
Well, I'm going to say goodbye, everybody, and leave you in the hands of the ladies. And it's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, thanks. Well, we've only got one more game to finish, and it's been a decisive win for England.
Yep, they're up. I think it's about 17-9 now.
It is, yes, yeah. Tim was just putting the scores up, and he's getting the table and the white cloth out, ready to do the presentation.
I imagine there's a very nice trophy for this competition as well, is there?
I have no idea. I can't remember what it was. I did referee 2 years ago in Hurlingham, and it was freezing. Because most of the times people see me when I'm refereeing in about 6 layers of clothes, because I do really feel the cold. But this has been perfect these few days. Slightly cooler yesterday, but really good.
Do your 6 layers explain why you purchased 6 sets of clothes at the golf shop this weekend?
It wasn't 6 sets, it was 4 items.
Sorry.
Oh, well, anyway.
So what we've got Toby is in front of, I think, in running position at hoop 9. I think he's taken really good position. He's 5-3 down. They've basically been scoring their hoops generally in pairs.
Right.
So Juan broke the model of scoring in pairs at the last hoop because he won hoop 8.
Okay.
Were you watching when Toby ran 3 and 4 in the same stroke?
No, I wasn't, because I was watching the game on Court 1.
Ah, so it's rather good victory.
Yes, yeah, very good. He's had a good tournament. So Toby's up in this?
No, Toby's 5-3
Toby's down.
This is the deciding game. Toby got crunched up in the first 7-3.
Yeah, I
Made
saw
a bit of
that.
a comeback.
Yeah.
Came back decisively 7-2. And now he's 5-3 down, but he is in front of this hoop.
Yeah. Well, Toby is a remarkable player, and last weekend he was here at an Open, and he beat Reg in the semi-final, and I can't even remember who he played in the final. You weren't here, were you?
I wasn't here. He beat Aston Wade in the final.
That's right,
and Aston
Aston.
said he was just incredible.
Well, he made Aston look like, I don't know, I won't say.
Second best.
I won't say. Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, we've just Well, we just had a disaster for Toby. Tried to dribble into the jaws with white, so it's probably a bit more angled than we thought. Drifted past the jaws, leaving brown open. Juan in return's had his own disaster. He's tried to snuggle up to Toby, stopping Toby's pink ball from going anywhere.
Okay.
And we can't see a thing because of the spectators, but we can tell from his body language it did not work. So Toby just testing the hoop. He's got a 7-yard hoop.
Right. Well, he makes a lot of them.
Yes.
Yeah, there's one guy who told me that I didn't deserve one grade.
Might have a couple of swings while he prepares himself.
Yeah.
This was after he got
Here he comes.
So yeah, it looks like he's maybe a yard in from the boundary.
Yeah.
He kept saying like I'd missed an 8 in the morning. And I looked back over the analysis and I had definitely not
Oh, is
missed
he
an 8.
jumping?
So
He's
it's
jumping,
just
isn't
so-
he?
basically
I
is
think so.
Brown's a very good position. Yeah, he's lucky to have any shot at this.
I'd love to have played it.
Did he get it? Oh,
Super,
well done.
super jump shot. Yep.
That film, The Hustler.
Of course, the viewers can see a better view on their screen than we can see on this screen because of the sun.
Yeah.
And then you like destroy it.
Really, really good shot that was, though.
Mm.
So yeah, one of the people that we can see in our view as we're looking at this match is Diana Wilson, who's a local player. Been playing croquet for about 3 years. Started off with golf croquet. Played last weekend and had to play the great Reg Bamford, multi-time world champion. So you'd think she'd be a bit daunted by that after 3 years of play herself.
No.
Took a game off Reg.
I know. Reg is also a member of this club, and he plays mostly golf here, small ball golf.
Right.
And I've never seen him play croquet here before.
I don't think this course is long enough for Reg playing golf. He's
Isn't
got
it?
so much power.
Oh.
It would be quite fun to see Reg play.
Right. Well, I think one of the main things he told me when I was a member here for a little while was that his children liked golf, small ball golf, and that's
Right.
why he joined for them to play.
No, I know.
Oh, okay, excellent.
But
The theory is like slugs and
So, yeah, what we've seen is Toby with that magnificent jump shot up to sort of towards the middle of the north boundary, really. Well, no, near the offside spot, but near that north boundary. Juan's played a poor stroke. I don't know if he ran the hoop. I was a bit distracted, so he's absolutely nowhere near the hoop with Brown. White plays up. There was a bit of a grimace as Toby noticed he didn't really hit it quite hard enough.
okay.
And Brown's played up quite well. Green's played up quite well. So Toby really needs to hit something there, otherwise there's a nice easy clearance for Juan to get over towards hoop 11 as well. So one of those shots where you do two things at once, you clear a ball and you get towards another. And Toby's going, look, no one's near the hoop. Had a fantastically lucky result there. He hit it straight into the wire of the hoop,
Yeah.
and it seems to have bounced around a hoop running position. Sometimes when your luck's on, it's on.
what's it like for making
We've got the trophy out in the middle of the lawn too as well. It's a lovely shiny trophy.
It is, isn't it?
Quite like that. JP will be looking forward to hoisting that, maybe giving it a wee smooch and having a speech.
Yes, definitely. No, they've done very well this few days.
Yep. It's been a really good, really coherent team.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to say I will have to do it.
I think he might be going for the hoop, yeah.
You see? I'm going to have to stand up. I can't see.
It's tough being a little person. That's quite a good result. So that's Juan just clearing white, manages to get both of them.
Yeah.
White and pink both clattered away. I can move this monitor a bit straighter if you like.
Basically, it's right. It covers more than half the
Covers
court.
everything.
Move back this way a bit. Well, let's see. That's better.
Can you see okay now?
Yeah, I can see now.
Right, hoop for one. This is a big one because it would be 6-4. if
Yeah.
it's this.
Oh, well, he's not through there, is he? He's stuck in the jaws.
It's not bad there. He's about 90% of the way through.
Yeah.
With pink, Toby hasn't got a lot to see. He's got a bit of a sliver that he can see.
Yeah.
He may choose to rush brown away and try for the long jump shot with white, but you're almost uncomfortable playing this long jump shot because it then gets them the first play to the next hoop.
Yes.
But I think he needs to, because he's going to be 6-4 down if he loses this hoop. So we're clearing brown, going closer to hoop 11. Pretty confident he's going to be having a go at this jump.
I think he's got to.
The thing about Toby, he's got loads of power, so he can at least make sure he goes high,
Yeah.
which minimises the chances of rush feeling green.
Mm-hmm. He's always confident with his shots.
Yeah, I like that
Yeah.
confidence Toby's got. I think here I'm probably just sort of snuggling up to white, because if you rush white north of the hoop, white's got an easy clearance.
Yes, you could make it worse.
Yeah, the old 30-yard snuggle's a difficult shot, but I don't know, you're 5-4 up. Trouble is, if Toby does jump this, I think he's probably gone for the rush peel actually, but if Toby jumps this cleanly, he scores that hoop to get to 5 all,
Yes.
and green's getting nowhere.
No.
I mean, look how close
No,
pink
that's
is
right.
to the hoop. So this is a big opportunity for Toby. I think he might take a wee while to play this shot.
He did it fantastic one at hoop 9.
Jump.
Yeah.
Toby's jumping us all day long.
Yeah.
This is the same jump as I gave him at hoop 12, at the Roehampton Open last weekend. It's exactly the same. Well, when he did against me, it might have been slightly more angled, but same distance though.
So if he gets this, it's a massive bonus because he probably gets this in the next hoop.
Yep. This is different. This is winning and losing, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
Nope.
Has he dragged it through?
Yes.
He has dragged it through. There's a huge amount of applause
She's
to.
turning this page over for the. No, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
the lady's
one's going, hang on.
The lady's turning the page over for him, and it's not. It's a Spanish score.
Yeah.
So yeah, White has scored the hoop and possibly even passed through the hoop first, but Green started closer. Generally the key is if you play a jump shot and the other ball goes through, the other ball's scored it, because technically whoever starts closer gets the point. Sorry, it's a bit difficult to see from there, but here you get roasted. So, don't really like where Green's gone. Green's way too close to pink, just a couple of yards further north, I reckon. Yeah, this is just too easy for Toby.
Okay, so there's just Chris back again. Francis took her opportunity to jump out the chair and ordered me to sit back in it. And I have been doing as I've been told all week, all the last 3 days. So,
Welcome back, Chris.
thanks, Jenny.
So yeah, Toby's ruining that a bit. He hit it fairly centrally, but he didn't get a great contact. So I think maybe he hit down on his ball a bit. It wasn't just skidding smoothly along the ground when it hit the green.
So we've not got a display of the score on this one, but it's all you need to know is it's 6-4 to 1.
I thought Toby would be taking position with this ball, but I'm not sure if...
I'm not sure if I think he is taking position, yes. So he's taking position, backing himself for the, whatever it is, 7-8 yarder with his pink ball, unless he's blocked himself. I do hope
Like
not. I don't
crazy he's got a
think
7 or 8
so.
yarder. Oh, they're going for a look.
They're going for a look, but I think White stopped short enough that Pink can still see the see the brown.
So yeah, 6-4 to Spain. I think this will just be an attempt at some sort of blocky.
And this win, if one can bring it home, will get Spain into double figures.
Yeah, it's a small goal, but it's always nice to just have things that you can go tick, we've achieved that.
That's right. And
so yeah, I'm not
just having a look at the scores, and yeah, if Juan wins this, Spain will halve the afternoon.
And that'd be a really good result for them too.
That would, yeah.
And that was a good blocking ball, so he's hit green and brown's safe. So this should be the match to Spain.
Yeah.
In New Zealand-Australia Trans-Tasman terms, this would see Stu getting the player of the series
Player
award.
of the series. Oh right. Yeah. So Stu's. Toby could have rivaled him with a win here, but this looks a trivial tap in for Juan. Properly taking his time, nice and smooth.
Probably knows better than to thrash at it.
You'd think. Yes, and he's pleased with that. Yes, he's got it home. Yes. So well done, Juan. He takes that match 2-1, bringing the final test score to 17-10 in England's favour.
So I guess we'll probably leave the commentary for a bit now. Many, many thanks to all the volunteers. Congratulations to all the players who have been outstanding.
Yeah, do hang around for a little while. I'll just come back into my chair and do hang around just to see the presentations, everyone. The presentation table is being prepared by Francis and our hostess Lynn Piercy, and
yeah, we might have Duncan with the roving mic to do some.
I've seen that there could well be Duncan with the roving mic. He was good with that when we started, so we'll perhaps say cheerio ourselves.
Yeah, but stay tuned to see JP lifting the trophy.
I should think we'll be good to go within 5 minutes.
Yep.
So lovely to have you with us all. Hope you've all enjoyed it, and see you the next time that we have live streaming from a Croquet England a local event. I don't know if we got live streaming at the British Open. We have.
We must have.
We must have. So that'll be next week.
Yeah. See you at the British Open in about 3 days.
Yeah. Goodbye now.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you, Chris and Jenny. I'm not sure, in fact, that we do have live streaming next week at the Opens, but let's get that confirmed. I certainly can confirm that we will have streaming at the Association Croquet President's Cup. That's at Hurlingham from the 5th of September. I'll be your live stream director for that. And please keep an eye on all the news on the Croquet England website for any news of when the next live stream is. So we'll just leave you with some holding pictures while the presentation party gets ready. Be back with you shortly.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Is that on? I think it is.
Am I on?
No, you turned it off. Oh, you're on now.
I am on.
Yes.
Good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the closing ceremony of this fourth England v Spain Test match held here at beautiful Roehampton today. Lovely blue skies. An event like this can't take place without a lot of people doing a lot of work. And I'm sure everyone here, including all the players, would like to congratulate the ground staff for doing an immaculate job. Chris Hughes and his team have really presented 4 lawns in exceptional condition. As most of you living in this country know, we've had a pretty terrible summer. But he's really got these lawns up to a fantastic speed. And I'm sure both sides would agree they've been a real pleasure to play on. Next, I'd like to thank the catering staff here at Roehampton who've laid on lunches all 3 days for the players and officials, and also laid on a fabulous dinner on Friday night for the players and officials. It's always really a pleasure coming to croquet clubs anywhere around. We're obviously lucky at Roehampton having a rather big catering facility, but they've done a fantastic job, so thank you to them. I think a few years ago croquet was slightly in danger of losing a lawn at Roehampton, but it's for days like today and holding events like the ones we've held over this weekend, and also huge growth in membership of the section over the COVID period and holding on to it since. I think we've turned the corner and, if anything, are looking to get more lawns sometime in the future, back to somewhere near where we were at the outset of the Roehampton Club. But I'd like to thank the volunteers in the section who've helped with all the scoring over the weekend and Friday. Next, in a longish list, is Croquet England. Jonathan Pow made my job as manager these last 2 days very easy. I've had to do next to nothing, but he has done all the organisation. And thank you very much to Croquet England for helping set up this event. Next, the streaming. In an amateur sport like ours, it's fantastic that we've got volunteers who are capable of running such an efficient streaming facility that we've had. I'm not quite sure what the record viewership was over the weekend, but I did hear at one point we were well over 500. So it really is a wonderful facility to be able to offer people who can't be here. So thank you very much to Stephen Allen, Roddy Sheen, the camera operators, and also, of course, to the expert commentators, particularly Chris Clark, who did a long stint on all 3 days. In an amateur sport, sponsorship is very invaluable. I'm going to let David just say a word about that later on. I'd now like to welcome David up, who's going to present the prizes representing Croquet England today in the absence of Croquet England's president. David. I'm calling up people though.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll handle it. Come back. Yeah. Yes, good afternoon, everyone. I'm, as Tim has said, representing Croquet England, and I'd like to just add a few little thank yous to the ones that Tim said. First of all, our sponsors, Sugar Beach Mauritius Croquet International Club Cup. It's very nice to have such sponsorship, and maybe we'll have much more croquet in Mauritius in the future. Secondly, I'd like to say a special thank you to Chris Clark, who's done so much in terms of coaching and encouragement of our England golf croquet team and our golf croquet squad, and I think he's really done a fantastic job for us. So thank you very much, Chris. And my last thank you is really to Roehampton Club itself. As I'm a member here, I can see quite clearly how much work and effort has been put in over the last few weeks to get this to be a superb venue. The lawns, the whole club is fantastic, and it's been a real pleasure to have them host this very important international. And particularly thank you to Lynn and Mike for their leadership of all of this. Thank you.
We have a couple of mementos to give to officials. Thank you to the referees of the tournament, Francis Coleman and Chris Roberts. One each. I have one last memento for an official, and I felt it was entirely proper to give this to our club captain, who has spent an enormous amount of time working ahead of this event, Mike Patterson. Pleasure. Now for the important part. I'm sure you'll all agree it's been a fantastic 3 days of croquet. England, unfortunately for Spain, did win all 3 days with a final test match score of 17-10, which brings the score over the 4 matches that have been played to 3-1 to England. So well done, England. But first I'd like to call up the Spanish team with a captain, Andres, please. Jose's already received his. Manuel. Patricio. Nicholas. And finally, and well done for winning the last match, Juan. Now in reverse order, I call up the winning England team, Toby Savage. Second week running, he's come up. Stuart Smith. Aston Wade. Ewan Burridge. Jamie Birch. I'm just going to leave JP for a second. Andres, would you like to say something?
Well, very fast, because you already said everything. First of all, congratulations to the English team. Third time, you deserve it since the first day, and well, you played very good and really looking forward for next year in Spain. Congrats to everyone, but I think Stuart recognize. I mean, you need, or it's good to say special congrats to you. I think it's the first time a player wins all the points. So congratulations to everybody, to all of you, but especially to Stuart. Very well done. Okay. And then, and also, as I said the other day on the dinner, thank you to the Croquet England. It's our privilege for Spain to play this test match every year. You chose us, so thank you very much. Also to Roehampton Club. I don't know how the work as you said, you have done during the weeks before, but we just have to see how the launch was. So for sure it was very, very incredible, the work. And during these days, thank you to the starters and all people who have been working for a fantastic weekend for all of us. So thank you very much. And also to the streamers, of course.
So finally, I'd like to ask JP Mobley to come up and collect the trophy.
Yeah, thank you very much. There's a lot's been said already. I won't try and repeat too much of it, but there really is a small army of people required to make an event such as this happen. We need a host club, so I just want to reiterate the thanks to Roehampton for hosting us so magnificently this weekend. The lawns have been truly a delight to play on. They are excellent. From the catering, the organisation, the live streaming, the commentary, the scorers, referees, you name it. There really is a lot of people involved to make these things happen, and we do really, really appreciate everything that's involved to create an event such as this. We obviously, of course, we need teammates and we need opponents. So I'd like to say, first of all, commiserate, but congratulations to the Spanish team. 6 brilliant players who play very well. We have to play very well to beat you. It's scary. They're still improving. They're getting better, and it's also great to see some new faces in the team. Got some hands in Pepe, Andres and Manuel, but also some new faces in Juan, Patricio and Nicola, and they've got more coming through as well. So it's really exciting to see Spanish croquet doing so well. It really is a pleasure to play you guys, and we're very much looking forward to coming to Spain again next year. And it would be remiss of me to not mention my fantastic teammates. This is a team event after all, so congratulations boys for bringing it home once again, and we'll continue to try and do the same thing next year. Special honourable mention to best dressed of the weekend has to go to, first of all, Francis and Chris and the fellow Phyllis Court members who have been looking very sharp all weekend. And finally, thanks to the weather, the only thing brighter than the sun this weekend was Aston's jacket at the formal dinner. So in summary, it's been a fantastic event. Thank you all very much for everything to bring it all together. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
So, just as the presentation concludes, perhaps I could just add my own personal thoughts as director of the live stream, really to iterate perhaps in a little bit more detail those who have made this stream so possible and so successful. We have a dream team of a comms team in the form of Chris Clark, Jenny Clark and Chris Roberts. So grateful for them, for their expertise, and ably supported by Tim Russell, Duncan Catterall, and from the players, Nicola, Denizo, Aston Wade, Ewan Burridge and Toby Savage, who did a great job behind the mic, and our production team, who worked tirelessly behind the scenes. It's an incredible feat of endurance. Roderick Shreen, who is here the whole time to not only help the setup, but also provide the vision mixing and present the pictures that you see before you. Ludolf, who has been our cameraman, again, tirelessly working on his feet all day. An incredible feat. and also to the additional camera folks who have helped, Nick Yates, who's currently behind the camera as we speak, and Duncan Catterall also. And those scorers that were mentioned earlier, many from the Roehampton Club, Lynn Piercy, Diana Wilson, Tony Elliott, Dan Pearson, and also from Ealing, Tony Elliott, in fact, from Ealing, and also Duncan Catterall as well. So thank you for your company here and your comments on YouTube. Really appreciate your company and your input. We look forward to at least another live stream at the President's Cup at Hurlingham on September the 5th. And with a final sign-off, we thank the sponsors of this event, the Sugar Beach International Croquet Club. Thank you, and please join us again for the next live stream.